Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, let's kill that splash screen as well, shall we? I'm Liz. Welcome back to more Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. It's Friday. We're going into the weekend. This is like the 8th session in a row that we've been streaming. That's remarkable. So at the end of the last session, we leveled up, and we had some troubles with level up. We weren't able to level Darren up because we were leveling him into cleric, and the newest patch to the game breaks respecking in such a way that I had removed his religion. He's atheist by nature, and we had him following a religion, Pharasma, I believe, because you have to be religious to be a cleric or a paladin or an inquisitor or a war priest and so on and so forth. We removed his religion, which allowed us, or we changed his religion, which allowed us to have him as a Devilbane cleric, but something about the patch version broke that, so we could no longer level him up, which is sad. So I have respec'd him.
I welcome your company.
We'll take a quick second to go over his current spec and why I don't really like it compared to what we had going on. We brought him back to an Oracle again, but instead of the Oracle style that he was, we made him a Purifier Oracle, which is like an Oracle that eventually gets access to heavy armor, but they lose access to a lot of revelations in order to do that. And they get armor training, more specifically, so they're going to be able to gain access to dex bonus and all that kind of stuff from their armor. Oracles are spontaneous casters, sort of like the sorcerer equivalent to wizard, as oracles are to clerics in a way. They come with good features and bad features. They have to have some sort of downside. Plagued is kind of the downside that doesn't count as a downside. It's like the freebie downside, in my opinion. You get diseased a lot easier, but you're immune to the sickened condition. And then at level 15, you're just immune to disease. So there's lots of stuff going on with that. I find it interesting. Why is this purple at level 11? I do not know. Anyway, we have respect him and taken... It doesn't show the feats that we have there, but we do have selective channel, extra channel, and persuasion skill focus, which means we don't have access to the teamwork feats that our Devilbane priest had, which sucks. That's one of the big things that I wanted that cleric for. I wanted those teamwork feats. And I don't know how long I want to keep this up with this specific setup. He does have armor training, but he won't get proficiency in heavy armor until level 11. So no heavy armor until level 11, which is one of the downsides there. He does get Sacred Scourge, which is like channel to deal damage, but against evil outsiders instead of undead. So he has extra channels. He has the normal channel positive energy and negative energy. Well, sorry, the normal channel positive energy to heal and to do damage to the undead, as well as the Sacred Scourge, which is a channel to deal damage to evil outsiders. And sadly, we are stuck with medium armor at the moment, which is not the most ideal of things. We are using the life mystery so that we can get the restoration spells for free and what have you. Of extremely special note, the Oracle Purifier does not get the ability that other oracles get, where you get to choose either heals, like either cures or inflicts, and you get all of those spells. We actually have to purposely choose cures or inflicts, so we have to spend spells to do that. Like sorcerers, they get access to relatively few spells overall, where clerics get the entire spell book and they have to prepare them. Oracles, you have to pick spells when you level up, and you're going to have a very small book of spells, but you're going to be able to cast them a ton. So you can see we have 12 casts at level 1, 11 casts at level 2, and 9 casts at level 3. And these are the spells that I have chosen to take. We are going to get the restorations for free because that's part of the life mystery, but we are not going to get all of the cures for free. I have to actually intentionally take cures. So I'm not too pleased with that. I would really like if... I don't know if it's a respec mod thing that can... an update can fix that, or if it's something else that's going to happen to modify game code. I might start digging around in the blueprints myself to see what's going on there, but I'm not too pleased that I had to go back to Oracle. And if we take a look at his inventory, we have him with his phylactery, we have him with all the same gear that he had before, except I gave him a +1 breastplate that we had sitting around. It's not even a +1 breastplate, it's a normal breastplate that I had sitting around because he couldn't wear his heavy armor anymore. This might have been a good time to keep that +2 mithril breastplate that we picked up in Beth's quarters, right? Ugh, I might have to pick that up when we get back to town. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I do like that it brings his weight down, though. He's now down to low, medium encumbrance. That's cool. Also, today, the video on Rowdy Rogue class archetype went up. It's on YouTube now. So that's a thing to check out if you're actually interested in it or not. Let's head on down into the crack below this map. Of course, we finished this map. It's Leper's... What's it called again? Leper's Smile. We finished Leper's Smile at the end of last session. We rushed through the map, we got to the Queen, and we took the Queen out, minimizing losses to the army, minimizing morale penalties. But there is a map below this map, and we're going to head down there to get started. Yeah, Darren is going to be significantly less tanky at the moment, but I don't know. We'll see. I really wanted to play him as a cleric. I did have to, when I respec'd him, I had to rest him as well, so I don't believe we had any of our spells used on him, so I think it was just a meaningless rest, but we did have to rest him as a result. And I am going to have to play around with his bar here real quick. Let's put our Bless... Do I have Bane? I do have Bane. Let's put our Bless and Bane over here. Let's put our charge down there. And then give me some channeling over here. I don't really need that there. That's a buff that's going to go over there. Damage undead, sure. Damage outsiders, awesome. This is his halo. I have his halo turned on as well. I realized we weren't playing with his halo the entire time. He has access to a single lesser restoration as well. Nice. Let's play around with this a little bit. Get some heals on the bar here. Maybe even before the channels, in all honesty, but this is fine. Sweet. Protection from alignment communal, and that is resist energy communal. Awesome. Let's stick these together along with the Bless and the Bane. You know, our battle buffs. Divine Favor for himself. He's got a bit of strength now, so he might actually occasionally be able to hit something. It's not neutralize poison, don't really care so much. Remove fear. Let's get our removes up there. I've got remove paralysis as well. And this is remove sickness, so we'll get some of these remove things over there. And these are going to be our party buffs down here. And then we'll have his personal buff sort of in the middle. That seems to make sense to me. Restoration, sure. This other restoration, fine. We want to get charge on his bar, and we want him fighting defensively. Sweet. Spells... I'm gonna count on it having all the spells on there, and if I need one that's not on there, I'll figure it out when time comes. Okay, cool. Let's explore. So there's a lot going on in this cave.
Focus on the goal. Let's have some fun.
36 damage. I feel like that could have been more. 3d8 plus 8 for 18 and 8d6 for 18. Multiplied, of course, by only 3/4 because we fight in a swarm. Nice. I don't know. Oracle might grow on me. I can appreciate Oracle sometimes. I really can, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted him as... I wanted those teamwork feats. A boulder covering a secret tunnel. Like, this secret tunnel, you might ask? What do we got? Bloodstained letter. There's a letter on the side of the paper. Let's actually open this up so we can scroll in it. Hastily drawn map of the dungeons with a mark in one spot. To anyone who can help us. My name is Harkle, and I'm chief of the Nasty Waifs gang. That's a terrible name. Recently we raided the Tower of Estrad in Canabras. Oh, those guys. The guys at the Keeper there. Remember there was a gang that raided them, and then the demons showed up after the gang raided them? And with Norgerber's blessing, we took quite a haul. We hid in a reliable place with bad reputation. Somewhere the law would never think of going. Oh, but a Vescivore swarm apparently came here. We were celebrating our success when Quick Rick appeared and choked 2 of our friends to death. We knew things were bad because Quick Rick had already been dead for about 4 hours. The old man was drunk and his heart had failed on the steep mountain roads. Okay, so one of them died along the roads and they brought him with him. Remember how the wand of the necromancer was here? It was in the artifacts that got stolen, and now people are raising from the dead? That's when the real nightmare began. Something so bad the mind can't take it. Corpses came back to life, howling, screaming in pain and rage and killing the way they killed. Even now we're sitting in a cave, keeping a wall of fire burning with oil sanctified by the priests of Iomade. They're holding them off with a wall of fire. It's the only thing separating us from the mob of walking corpses we once called friends. Okay. So the bandits from the Tower of Estrad are here. And they're very dead. Sounds good to me.
Our victory is certain.
Would it be nice to get the shot? Well, I still get to jump on him. I act first.
This will hurt.
62 damage to a white. I don't think that white is going to be able to stand 62 damage.
Now what is that?
Now,
Time's not waiting.
zombies and whites and all those things tend to come in hordes. You guys know this. That's just common logic. And because they tend to come in hordes, that's one of our personal weaknesses. My team makes up for it. Like, Lan can hit a couple things with his base attack bonus now from range, and Nenio and Sela can both shoot a number of times. But we can only shoot once. Once very hard, but only once. And the downside of that is we're not the best against swarms, but I do have an AoE. I have cleaving shots now on my bow. So if we kill them or we crit them, ho 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 ho, a bunch of chum like
No
this,
mistakes.
little Tims, 1-1s for 1, they're in trouble.
Save the last one for me.
That was 61 damage again, and we're still in combat. So, Camellia, move forward, please. That's why we're still in combat. Yeah, you know what? Just creep up. Sela, can you kill him?
The light. Take you.
Yeah, one shot, 25 damage. See, we're here doing 61, and it's only got 25 HP. Or less. So insignificant. Some fish. An edible moss, mutated fish. We're totally in an episode of The Simpsons here.
Ready for anything.
I refuse to accept their statement.
56 damage to that one. Enough damage to kill 2 whites. And we're out of combat again, so that's the only one that was there. And a Cairn white.
The heartbeat quickens.
Damn it. I went to go pause the game so I could shoot it, but we entered combat first. So this is not a surprise round. This is a regular round. We get to do full round stuff.
Into the fray.
If we don't just vaporize him, that is. Yeah, I'll move forward. Hold on. Let me move as far as my green movement will allow me. Oh, I do see another target.
This should do it.
Ah, we rolled a 2.
Mind over muscle.
Come on, guys.
I'll cut you wide open.
I know you can do better than this.
out of my sight.
Yeah, he's got a slightly better chance of hitting now than he had as a cleric, but still not great.
You've crossed the wrong mark.
There we go. We still have another one. All right.
The
Kill him?
inheritor.
Nope.
Guide my blade.
Nope. No. Wow. Wowzers. We are apparently doomed to the hell of the lowest rolls imaginable today.
Let's try this way.
Oh, you guys. You
You're
guys.
irrelevant.
Oh my god, really?
I will see to your demise.
I mean, Darren hit. How did he hit but nobody else can?
Follow my lead.
Are we in trouble yet?
Yes. You're in extreme trouble because you're a bad, bad boy.
What do we have here?
Cool. Hey, that's a normal dex belt? Yeah, just incredible dexterity +2. There is a dex belt that adds, it's not incredible dexterity +4, it's actually something different, but it adds 4 to dexterity. I think maybe the skeleton merchant has it, but we haven't seen the skeleton merchant in so long. Like, I really want to see the skeleton merchant because I think I asked for hunter items. This is definitely going to Camellia. Get her another AC, get some dex bonus, extra damage and attack for that dueling sword. I have 3 archers, and the dex bonus is going to Camellia, yes. I have a lot of dex characters in this playthrough, I realize that. I'm only running 2 strength people. Okay. So, the wand, the necromancer's wand is going to cause these wights to keep resurrecting from the dead over and over again, so the battle never ends until you pick the wand up.
I am prepared. This will
No time for debates.
So it's imperative that we get to the wand. You must not read from the book, except it's a wand. You must not leave the wand unattended. I feel like there's supposed to be way more whites here. Where are all the whites? I don't see any. Land, baby. Can you come up here? Okay, there's one. Is that it, though? Darren! Here we go. Will this be your group of 6 for the majority of the campaign going forward? No. I will be replacing Sela, who is currently a Slayer Archer, with Arushale, and I don't think I'm going to respec Arushale at all. I am satisfied with her spec. Not only does she start with more stats than 25, like she starts with more attribute points than 25 point buy could buy you, and it's decently distributed, especially for an espionage expert, which is a charisma-based ranger. She is a ranger, which is an acceptable martial archer class, pretty decent. Has multi-class potential. I don't have to deal with a pet. She's a very, very solid ranger, and I'm probably going to keep her exactly as she is. But she'll be replacing Sela once we pick her up. But that'll be at the Battle of Dresden. We'll pick her up. I intend to be all set to get her early. Reach out your mind and touch the power that's hidden within the wand, or we can break the ominous item, or set free the horrifying thing hiding inside the wand, or we can hide it in a bag. So, you need to keep this wand to become a Lich. If you want to go down the Lich mythic path, you need this wand. You also need this wand if you want to go through, when we get to a chapel in the future. We're going to be on that map for a very long time because it's a very big map with a lot of stuff happening on it. But when we get to a chapel that will be coming up in the future, if we don't have this wand, we can't pass through a wall in the basement that allows us to speak to Necromancer Dude and become a Lich, and also some other stuff that goes on down there. I honestly think I'm just going to break it, though. In this playthrough, I think I'm just going to break this wand, and I'm just going to say I accept the sacrifice of what's in the basement. I think there might be an elven note in that basement, and I don't think I can get it if I do this. But I feel like this character would break the wand. Like, this character is not good. This character is not evil. This character is just kind of greedy. And I get the feeling that, you know, green light, and if we experienced shit that was affecting us in this way, we'd want to end it, so that we'd understand that nothing good can come of it. Yeah. I'm kind of sad to do that, but all right, let's clean these guys up. If you don't do that, if you don't break the wand, or if you don't take the wand, if you do nothing with it, these whites will continue resurrecting over and over again. Hey, Garkle, nice to see ya. I'm actually going to move you up to here. I want you screening Lord. Like, I'd rather they come and try and hit you. Although, I have some decent AC myself, so...
demand your blood.
Nice. Garkle, Freebooter's Bond, excellent. So that, he's a ranger then, yeah? Like, he actually has levels in ranger? Yeah, 6 levels in ranger, 4 levels in generic undead. With an elven curved blade, +2. Really? I bet you if I kill him, he's not going to have an elven curved blade +2 on him.
The light take you!
I mean, he might. It's possible he will, and I'll be totally wrong about that. I've just played this section like 5 or 6 times now, and I don't remember him having an elven curved blade.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Good kill. It shows that Nenio is going to take 3 attacks, but she only takes 2 attacks. And that is correct. She has... That's not Nenio. She has rapid fire, but she's an alchemist, so she does not have enough base attack bonus to get a 3rd shot right now. So I don't know why it calculates it that way.
A calculated risk.
That was nice, though. 63 damage with 1 hit. I do appreciate that Vital Strike and Vital Force. The kill would have been nice, though. Can you charge that? Oh, you can't. You can't. Oh! There was a patch today. So we had a patch yesterday, and it broke respecking. So I can't spec Darren as a cleric anymore. He's now an oracle. That's what happened there. But there was another patch today, and for the 3rd time, they say that they fixed the charge bug. You know, the charge bug that I've mentioned like in every session so far, because it affects turn-based players all the time.
Precision and
grace. For like the 3rd time, they say they fixed it.
You are today's sacrifice.
I really want to get Camellia to her 2nd attack. I'd really like to get her to her 2nd attack. Badly. Let's go. Oh. Only 1 attack. No, that's 3. Yeah. Full round attack. Try and hit them all.
Into the fray!
1, 2, 3. Missed, but we did do some AoE to him. Yeah, good luck against 20, bro.
You should have listened to reason.
Nice. And we've already dealt with the wand, so... I'm interested in the named guy, obviously. So he had a full plate. He does have an elven curved blade. Vermin Bane, elven curved blade +2. Okay, cool. Now that's an exotic weapon.
As it should be.
Dueling swords as an exotic weapon is kind of, I don't know. Helmet of Scrotia. Judging by its adornments, this massive knight's helmet would belong to a Hell Knight. There's a dent from a powerful blow on the bottom edge of the rear plate. Unfortunately, the storyteller is not available at the moment.
That is not far.
I would love to take these artifacts to the storyteller. That's just a recipe. Ooh, a book. I feel like we already have this book, but a book. The Vessel of Raelis. Copper vessel is empty, but there's a film of scented oil along the sides. The outside of the vessel is covered with engravings praising Iomedae. Okay. Loot taken by thieves from the Tower of Estrade. So this is not all of the nice fancy artifacts, but this is some good stuff. Charcoal soot and the remains of greasy-looking liquid, possibly traces of burnt oil. A massive claw, judging by its size and color, it once belonged to a silver dragon. Hey guys, we just happened to be looking for one of her claws. Tyrandelev's claws.
I'll go
Again,
ahead.
for the storyteller. The thing is, though, that... Can I not pick it up, really? What? There we go. It's necessary to pick this up if you want to go down the Gold Dragon mythic path in the future. So we just covered 2 mythic paths here. There's the Lich mythic path. You need the wand, and you need to do some other stuff. And then if you want to get the Gold Dragon high-level mythic path where you actually become an effing dragon, you need to have Tyrandelev's Claw, too. I don't know if there's anything else in here.
What
Let's
a discovery.
explore a little. Ooh, yeah, there is. There's a nice rapier in here, Mind Piercer. If you are playing with default Camellia, who is a rapier user, they siege you with a nice rapier here. So that's a Cold Iron Enhancement +2 finesse wielding that deals an additional 1d6 piercing damage against enemies who are under mine-affecting effects. So if you can Dazzling Display or Cornigan Smash with somebody, and Dreadful Carnage if you kill people and spread those mind-affecting effects to them, you can get that extra d6 damage on it. Or, I mean, just be a Trickster. If you're a Trickster with the Persuasion focus, you demoralize people when you enter battle with them. You actually demoralize them to such an extent that they try and commit suicide. Like, they try and use coup de grace on themselves at the start of battles. They try and off themselves just because they don't want to fight you. It's rather ridiculous, actually. There is more to this cave, though. So let's keep exploring.
I know the way.
A longsword. Just a regular longsword +2. Okay. And I'm not carrying Radiance on me. I gotta remember to pick that up. It better be in the chest. If Radiance isn't in the chest, then I ended up selling it at some point, I'm gonna be a little pissed off.
I know
The
what
only
to
thing
do.
The only thing that's going to keep me from getting colossally pissed off is the fact that I'm not actually using longswords on anybody. So there's no real reason for me to have it.
This should do
Let
it.
me draw the first blood.
But still. Wow, he hit. I am amazed that he hit. We don't have a charge on either of these swarms. There is a second swarm here. I'm not a fan of that.
Hustle.
Oh, come on. Can you not... I was hoping Mythic Charge would have saved us there, too.
The Inheritor.
The only reason I
Guide
charged
my
in here is
blade.
because this was a surprise round, so I'm going to get shots with all my archers on
Let's
this again.
try this way.
There we go.
Follow my lead.
Oh, that's a Royal Guard? Yeah, Royal Guard. Let's just take a peek at them. I don't think I've ever actually analyzed a Royal Guard. 19 spell resistance, once again, because, you know, everything in this game has to have so much spell resistance that if you don't have a character that's built, like, with pure spell penetration, you're never going to do any damage to them. AC 20, so relatively high AC actually, but flat-footed 14 and touch 13. So low AC if you can get some touch things on it. So like an Arcane Track Star, shooting it with like a Firebolt could, or you know what I'm getting at, could potentially do some significant damage. Anyway, let's go ahead and shoot him.
Time's not waiting.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
And turn off Analyze before it glitches. There we go. Charge on in.
Save the last one for me.
We charged and then we went into battle again. That's unfortunate. Can I hit him? No, I can't get close enough to hit him.
This will hurt.
Or I'm not close enough to hit him. We're in a surprise round. Oh boy. Pull back. Let them come to us. They're really far away. Darren. I want my archers to have multi-shots on these guys. Not multi-shot as in the, like many shot feet. I just mean lots of shots. So I cluster up right where the swarms could get on top of me and apply ability damage to everybody. Smart, Liz. Smart.
A calculated risk.
I'm just gonna delay it after the swarms. Yeah, they made it onto us.
I'll make short work of this.
I'm not too pleased by that.
The light.
1,
Take you.
2. Okay, good. We killed that swarm at least. I'm gonna have you delay as well. If they're on us, you get 2 attacks. And those 2 attacks, you might be able to clean them up.
You're irrelevant.
Was that a... That was only 6 damage. I can hit it with Vital Strikes all day and they don't die. And then I hit it with 6 damage from Nenyo and it bloops itself.
Go for their hearts.
All right, Lan, it's up to you.
You won't survive me.
1, 2. Swarms have the tendency to do things like inflict diseases on you or apply ability score damage and stuff like that. It really is annoying dealing with them.
Now, what is that?
That is a trap. Where is the... Oh, right. This is the area where there's 2 traps and the triggers for them are opposite of each other.
As it should be.
Yeah. Let's athletics this.
It is finished.
That's not creepy AF at all, guys. Like, so in Kingmaker... Oh, off topic for a second. Sorry for the off topic question, but I'm curious your opinion on the Steam Deck and what impact what impact do you think it'll have on supporting native Linux titles, if at all? I don't know what its impact on supporting native Linux titles is going to be yet. Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of benchmarks to go against as far as that is concerned. So we don't have a lot of market history to compare that to. So it's hard to make a really good educated thought on that. I can be optimistic about things. I definitely like the idea of supporting native Linux titles. Although its market share has been dwindling a little bit lately. 10 years ago, it was picking up, especially with the large increase in readily available graphic user interfaces and accessible distributions of Linux. It got a lot more users on board. So that's still going around. My opinion on Steam Deck, it's cool. I'm not going to be using one, but I like when the games industry in a whole, and especially the PC games industry, when things happen that allow it to reach more people, to allow it to reach people who wouldn't normally play on the PC, who wouldn't normally play games, because, as is the case with most things, high tides are good for all ships. They're not just good for the ship that, you have your money on kind of thing. In Kingmaker, there was the one scene, was it under the Deku tree? Or not Deku tree, that's Zelda. Was it under the tree in Kingmaker where in the back corner there was the spider den where there was the dead spider? Yeah, it was. And it was just a dead spider, and you walk up on it and it's a giant freaking thing and it's creepy as hell. This is very much not dead. This is a hunter retriever. F this, guys. F this.
Focus on the goal.
Yeah, focus on this.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
I've got like 7 minutes of bless if I bless us right now. I kind of want to bless us. Should I haste us here? I've got 6 hastes. I have access to 6 haste. I feel like this is as good a time as any to start using spells.
From a simple massacre.
We have not been.
The former is more bloody and performed with pinkies out.
Thank you, Darren. We have not been using very many abilities and spells throughout this game so far because we don't really need to. It's not that big of a deal. But fighting a giant effing spider, man, I feel like if ever there was a situation where using spells was wise, it'd be right now. So let's go ahead and bless ourselves.
What's on your mind?
I'm also going to have Camellia turn on her arcane weapon enhancement. And we're going to have Nenio haste us. Sweet.
Open your heart to me.
I just need to get into battle here. Like, I need Camellia to be in combat. But
Ready for anything.
I think we want to open up with our shot here. And we're in stealth as well, so.
This should do. We will be victorious.
Okay, 68 damage. We did a little over half of its health. All right. Okay, that's respectable. I can get that. We wanted to get our mythic charge in there, dealing 26 plus 6. Nice. Yeah, so the buffs totally aren't even necessary, but you know what? It's a giant effing spider. I'm not taking any
I'll remove
chances.
this obstacle.
Lan. Clean up. Clean up on aisle. Fuck you. A dagger. Retriever's Claw. Enhancement +2 Cold Iron. +2 Cold Iron Dagger has an increased critical multiplier of ×3. So it says ×2, but it has an increased multiplier of ×3, so it just defeats that. Like, it should update in the actual stat block. But it's a 19 to 20 with ×3, which is actually kind of decent. Kind of very decent, in fact.
Can't hide from me.
That's a dead giant spider, I guess? Killed possibly by this person? And an amulet. What's that? Amulet of Apothecary. Natural armor +1. Additionally grants wearer +4 morale bonus on saving throws against poison. Sweet. I've got some people still who need an amulet, right? Okay. Bear with me. Nenio is a vivisectionist, which means she's an alchemist, which means she has 2 levels of poison resistance already. So +2 bonus on saving throws against poisons. Increases to +4 at 5th level, so +4. And we're relatively close to being completely immune to poison. So Nenio, with a resist poison, it strengthens what she's already good at, which is what I normally advise people to do. I normally advise that people should take somebody who's good at something, like if you have somebody who has a really good reflex save, right? Buff their reflex save, because then they're not going to get hit with bad reflex things. Don't pick somebody who has absolutely no reflex save at all and give them a +1. Like, they're still going to get hit. They're going to be impacted by it. You're just wasting a +1 bonus. Don't try and shore up everybody to make everybody mediocre. Focus on the strengths on people who are strong at something, and focus on their individual strengths. So normally I would advocate that, but At level 10, we're just going to become immune to poison entirely. So I think I'd rather give that to somebody and then swap the necklace over. So like I could take this apothecary necklace, for example. And then Nenio can have my +1 natural armor.
That is not far.
We still have haste up, so I'm sort of pausing the game here a lot so that I don't waste time with haste.
A trivial matter.
Okay, so that was disarming the trap. And let's head up. Yeah, it's this way I want to go. It is, but what's over this way? Is there anything there? All right, we'll get there. I think, isn't this a big circle that loops around, if I recall correctly?
Go ahead.
So now that we disabled that trap, we should be able to loop around. How long left on our haste? 12 seconds. Two turns, guys.
I know the way.
Nope, we're not going to get haste for...
They will break against
Oh, are
our
we?
resolve.
I have haste for 4 seconds. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I get haste for this battle. It doesn't matter for me because I'm using Vital Strike.
Let's try this way.
But it could potentially matter for other people.
Into the fray.
Nice. It took 4 shots to take that out, though, guys. Lan, destroy this, please.
Endure this!
Nicey nice. Okay, so we did actually get some value out of that haste. I mean, okay. We had value just fighting the spider anyway. The spider...
Follow my lead.
The spider could have been potentially tough if I didn't kill it right away, and haste did contribute to that, so... That's a Vrock.
As it should be.
Hi
I am
there.
prepared.
So have we fought a Vrock yet? We could have fought one back in Market Square, but we did not free it. So we did not fight one back in Market Square. We're going to fight a bunch of them in Dresden. When you first encounter them at like level 2 or 3 or whatever you are, they're pretty tough, but they get easier. Ramek, nice to see you. Guess what? Guess what, Ramek? We picked up a book. I think we already have this book, but we picked up a book. Also a Necromancer's Wand and a Dragon Claw and some other cool stuff. We're in the caves below.
This will hurt.
Below the map we left off on last time.
Do not fear. Do not
Man.
waver.
Critical miss. It's always a critical miss, ain't it? Arcana check. We rolled a 41 on our Arcana check. It was a 21 DC and we have 22 modifiers. I love that. I love outclassing checks by like ridiculous margins. So he is surprised. So we want to get closer. And there's a second one. You can charge though, yeah? Yes, you can. Mythic charge never ceases to amaze me. Like,
The inheritor, guide my blade.
that is pretty nice.
Mind over muscle.
Maybe this fight is the fight I should have used haste in. Unfortunately, everybody's sort of separated now, so haste wouldn't be as valuable anymore.
A calculated risk.
58. Nice. Not as nice as 69, but it's still a good amount of damage. Oh boy, is it ever. No! The charge bug! They said the charge bug was fixed! Like, the patch that came out today for the 3rd time in a row said the charge bug was fixed. And I just experienced the charge bug again. Like, these dill holes. Fix your bugs. We're still blessed for 5 minutes, okay. But her arcane weapon enhancement is gone. It only lasts 1 minute.
Right, take you!
You're irrelevant.
Ugh, lame. You can't reach that. You can't reach that and attack. Really. That looks like you're right next to it if I move you here.
Out of my sight!
And that looks like you just attacked it. We failed some fortitude saving throws. So Darren and Camellia both failed. So he is stunned, and she is stunned. That's not so nice. So stunned creatures, they can't take actions, they take a -2 penalty to AC, and they lose their dex bonus, if any. Which means Camellia is in real rough shape right now. She loses her dex bonus to AC. That's me, not Camellia. So she's effectively flat-footed. I mean, that's not disgusting. It's still some AC, but we're gonna take some hurt.
This should do it.
Unless we can destroy this guy. Sela, destroy this guy.
No glory without risk!
That is not far.
Yeah, no, we started late tonight. The kids were making a lot of noise playing around, so I was just letting them play and be themselves and all that stuff. We're going into the weekend, so I figure let them have some fun. I don't have to be kicking them off of fun
I'll go ahead.
just to stream. Loot. Okay, maybe this doesn't just loop around. For some reason, I thought it was like a big circle that looped around. Maybe it's a circle that loops around here. Or maybe I'm just wrong entirely. I don't know. We'll find out, though. Yeah, that's the hearty meal, not the bless. This bless is going to last us for a little while longer. I think it'll last us for the remainder of this cave, at least, so I don't feel too bad about using it there.
As it should be.
Oh, that's a Darachne. Lovely creature. Kind of reminds me. I don't know why, but there's a whole bunch of things in Diablo 2 that this game reminds me of. We talked about like the Bath of Blood, like the Virgin's Bath of Blood back in the Cultist lair, and this reminds me of the original Baal in Diablo 2. AC 21. You were thinking at the 21 spell resistance. So the game just keeps continuing. You're never gonna effing do any damage to anything with spells. And if you did happen to hit, it has acid, cold, and fire resist as well. Is that the Scorpion King with the rock? Yeah, similar concept. Okay. Doesn't seem too ridiculous. It is an outsider, though. Outsider is interesting. I mean, we do now have the ability
The
to
waiting's never fun.
channel damage to harm outsiders, but it's evil outsiders, and okay, it is an evil outsider, chaotic evil outsider.
I know what to do.
I think we just shoot it though, right guys? Like we just shoot it
Let's try this.
The heartbeat quickens.
and do 57 damage to it initially? Like, sounds like the correct move to me. So Camellia can't attack it this turn, but it is surprised, so she can just move in closer.
What do we have here?
A corpse. Try and make another one, but not you.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Good hit. And yeah, just move in closer.
The Inheritor!
Wow.
Guide my blade!
All of the archers are
I
hitting.
will see to your demise.
I like to see that, but I like everybody hitting. As much as I like all of the archers hitting. Sweet. Nenio, finish him off?
Mind over muscle.
No. I think I just skipped a turn, didn't I? Uses drone. We had 2 fails, so Camellia and Darren failed. That's confused. They're mentally befuddled and cannot act normally. Perfect.
This will hurt.
Don't worry. Let me just destroy
That
him.
is not far.
How long are you confused for? It's done. Excellent. Old map of Avacyn. Sure. We do like those. She hurt herself in her confusion. She gets off on hurting herself in her confusion. So this is the giant chasm that the other giant spider was crawling its giant spider body out of. And you can see, like, when we look down it, like, pit straight into the effing abyss, man. Like, I mean, was the movie literally called The Pit? Was it where the pit to hell opens up in the house? And then there was like another one and like the kids are fighting it off and all that stuff. They're fighting the forces of hell. Yes, like there is a pit to the abyss in this cave. Bless still has 3 minutes on it. And a Vescover swarm. I honestly almost want to kill that swarm first here, guys.
A calculated enemy approaching.
71, nice. Again, it's not 69, but it's the next best thing. I can't charge it. And it is surprised, so let's try and kill them both.
The light take you.
You should have listened to reason.
Like, I'm gonna have multiple people get shots at this before it gets to act as well, so...
Make every strike count.
Only Lan and Darren are gonna move after it. You can charge it. Sweet. And you hit it.
The spirits demand your blood.
I was not expecting to hit it.
Into the fray.
Clean. The look of these plants, sickly at the same time, suggests their unnatural origin.
I know the way.
Yeah, they're almost like abyss plants, eh? Heavy mace. This is a Voice of Hollow heavy mace. 1d8 bludgeoning. Whenever the it's mithril. Whenever the wielder of this +2 mithril heavy mace confirms a critical hit, a loud sound is produced. All enemies in a 30-foot cone except the target have to pass a will saving throw or be affected with Voices of Hollow for 1d4 rounds. Voices of Hollow, every turn the target is randomly affected with one of the following. 50% chance they behave normally, but suffer 2d6 sonic damage. %50 chance they attack the nearest creature. Okay. And it's mithril, so the thing about this is... Darren's light mace is a normal masterwork light mace. It weighs 4 pounds. Mithril things weigh half as much. And this mithril heavy mace, which I would not normally want to use because it's heavy, weighs 6 pounds. So it only weighs 2 pounds more. And it's a +2. And it, of course, does a d8 damage. And it has a chance to do extra sonic damage. So I almost just want to give it to him out of principle. Especially since he now has more strength, too. Like, he's 12 strength instead of his old 10 strength spec. I feel like he could handle a heavy mace now. And both types of maces are in the simple weapon proficiency group, so we can swap between them freely as long as we don't take a focus in it.
Follow my lead.
We'll try it out on him. We'll see how it works.
Now what is that?
It's a mirror of traps.
A trivial matter.
We take this side out and it opens up this side.
As it should be.
What do we have here?
It is finished.
Cool. Yeah, we do have another path over there.
That is not far.
And one more here.
A trivial matter.
Here, baddies.
I'll go ahead.
Kermit's hunting for baddies. Okay, so we cleaned that all out. Yes, we went everywhere. We did everything. Some ridiculous line about seeing a million faces and rocking them all. Awesome. So I think it's going to be time to... You know what? Let's pick up all this armor. I can handle it. I got a bag of holding. We can make it work. It's time to head back to the camp. I can exit from over here, can't I? Area exits. I should be looking at right at... Yeah, there we go.
I know the way.
I don't want to spend time on this over map too much. There might be little things to loot on there, but the whole purpose of this map is that the majority of the loot goes away after you deal with the queen. So if we take a look, we have low morale now. We have minus 25 morale. We had maxed out morale before that happened. We could have had our morale reduced even more if we had spent more time on the map. But we are allowed to move forward towards our campsite now. The army, how's it looking? 40 movement. There's an elemental army in front of us. It looks like our army took a little bit of losses there too, because we had 10 Hell Knights. I remember that distinctly. So our army took a few losses in that battle as well. We didn't actually lose any in the battle. We lost it to Leper's Smile. It's just an effect. You lose army, you lose morale. It's not fun. I don't like it. Super expensive clerics. Man, maybe I should have taken this army out before I did that. Should we go for these elementals, chaps? I mean, I feel like we should be using our army whenever we can. So let's go for these elementals. I think I could take them without too many losses, or any losses at all. But it is a tougher fight than some of the ones we faced. Okay, what can I do? I can kill 3 to 4 of those, 1 to 4 of those, 1 to 2 of these. And obviously none of them. What's the worst that happens? We lose our entire army. Excellent. Archers. Can you kill all of them? Maybe. Yes! We're in good shape. This is going well so far. Famous last words. These are not so good, though. So let's try and kill this with our firebolt. Sweet. And kill as many of these as we can. Nice. It's at least one more turn before he can damage us. So I'm looking forward to that. I could firebolt him again, but let's try and not use all of our energy here. Okay, no kills. 118 damage. Oh, no kill yet. That'll get us 1. The Hell Knight's not going to get us a kill. On the bright side, I've got tons of infirmary space, so even if I lose somebody here, it's fine. Ooh, firebolting him might be wise now. Nah. Let's build some energy. He's panicked. So, because our morale was low, they never actually did anything to us. Like, They didn't cause this effect on us. This is just from our army morale being low because of Leper Smile. Our footmen panicked. And our archers were panicked on the previous turn, if you didn't notice, I believe, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that happened. We had a will saving throw failed on our archers. Okay, that was solid, no losses. So we've only lost soldiers to events so far. We haven't actually lost any soldiers to real stuff. A flail! Again, I love flails. I'm really sad that maces are simple weapons, but flails need martial weapon proficiency. Although this is a heavy flail. Heavy flails are two-handed. It's funny that, like, heavy flails, two-handed flails, there's more historical evidence of them than there are of, like, one-handed flails. Heavy flails, two-handed flails are completely undisputed true. Like, 100%, you can't even dispute them with all the evidence that's available. One-handed flails, though, I'm going to say the evidence is in their favor, but there is significant evidence to show that maybe they weren't really used. Safely wielded only by non-good characters. Okay, guys. So this is a perfect test of Camellia. If you don't already know Camelia's alignment, you can just give her this flail. Each time the wielder of this weapon lands a hit with it, the enemy has to pass a will saving throw or become affected by the dominate person spell effect. If a good character wields this weapon, they become permanently confused, even after they unequip it. It can be removed with a remove curse spell at DC 15. Oh, boy. Permanently confused. Let's send the army back around. Oh, we got a level. Please have heal. Excellent. I don't like to do the battle at Dresden without, the battle right before Dresden, without heal, without cure, because it's very easy to take losses there, and I don't want to take any losses if I can help it. Alright, army is done. As for the party, probably an event? No event. Okay, well then I'm not going to stop here. We'll come back to camp shortly. We're going to keep moving forward to the inconspicuous camp. So if you remember, we had a random encounter where we fought a couple demons on a map, and there was a note telling us that we should come see somebody at an inconspicuous camp. And that appears to be this little kobold with some elven notes. Now, I do not like Pathfinder kobolds. Pathfinder kobolds and modern D&D kobolds, actually, are little dragon people. They're like little lizard people who are always in the vicinity of dragons, and they worship dragons and ridiculous bullshit like that. Kobolds, for me, are little dog people. And this is like before they became dragon people, before they got retconned into dragon people, they were little dog people. They're like little puppies on two legs that walk around and shit like that. And they had nothing to do with dragons at all. It's an aged kobold sitting by a small campfire. Greetings. My name is Krinka. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. Dinner will be ready soon. As I've already mentioned, my name is Krinnik, at your service. I am a traveler and a friend of the Crusade. I can be your friend too, if you're tolerant towards kobolds, that is. Wait, what did you just say? Tolerant? Are you sure you're a kobold? Ah, so you son saw through my disguise. Krennic tried to mislead you with sweet words and then ambush you. Oh, of course I'm a kobold. Trust me, you're not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realize I'm not going to rob or kill you. I'm lucky. If representatives of other races want to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists, they have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theater, and douse themselves in fine perfume. Whereas, in my case, all I have to do is not lunge at you with a spear or hiss every other word. You thought the inconspicuous area was to the west. The heart of the mystery is to the west. That's where we need to go. When we went into the conundrum unsolved, and we solved that puzzle with the tablets, and then like that holographic messenger service dude told us to go seek out the heart of the mystery. That's way out to the west. The inconspicuous camp is on our way to Dresden. So you left me the note. Of course! Who else could it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I can provide. What are you cooking? It's a hare. Or maybe a tiger. Depends on your point of view. Don't try to be cute, kobold. It doesn't suit you. I agree. I don't find the lizard people kobolds cute. You ninny. I'm as charming as they come. What do you want? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering to help. I sympathize with your cause, so I'd like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? How can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot, and a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. This kobold right here has extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday. One more thing I have to offer is this hare, after it's cooked. How do you know so much about demons? Experiences with them. Lovely. He stopped eating meat for several years. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Don't, like, how long do kobolds live? How could he have stopped eating meat for several years? Kobolds are not particularly long-lived, are they? For some reason, I thought they were very short-lived. No catch. I am acting for wholly altruistic reasons, but my motives are something I would rather not reveal. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet? As I've already told you, I am a friend of the Crusade. You can choose to trust me or you can leave. Like, I can't choose to kill you? And eat you? Like, I clearly have an attack option here. We appreciate your help, then? I'm chaotic. I'm a trickster. I'm a track star. This should be fine. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads, and your enemies, sometimes your enemies, can look like your friends. Tristan. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First, you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So, you catch this person, you tie them up, and you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? Are you talking about someone in specific? Wow, your question reeks of paranoia. No, I'm not talking about anyone specific. I'm not implicating anyone. Would I try and force them to reveal the truth? Every traitor must be executed. There's no other way. Yes, that's the lawful path, all right. Save those that have lost their way? No, we've proved that we don't do that around here. That's the Shellen approach, and we've proved that we are not taking the Shellen approach with this playthrough. I would torture the traitor for days and make them beg for mercy, and hear the lamentation of their women. No. Yes. This character would probably torture them for days, but we've been doing the good evil back and forth quite a bit lately. Let's be a little chaotic here. What if you have to threaten them with death of the family? What if you have to grant mercy to someone truly despicable? Yeah, sure, why not? You don't have to answer. I can tell by your eyes that you're willing to do whatever it takes. I mean, I did answer, but okay. And that is correct. If you catch a villain, don't rush to put a noose around their neck. First learn everything they have to tell you. As for principles and morality, you better stuff them in your deepest pocket. And don't bandy them about without good reason. I liked your answer. You obviously think with your head and don't just parrot the instructions of others. Oh, well, thank you very much. I meet the approval of a little random kobold on the road. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that the betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Descarites from Baphamites, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another one lies by the entrance to the citadel. That is valuable information. I wouldn't waste your time. Okay. Cool. I'd like to hear your story next time. I've got suspicions about you. Okay. Alright. I'm down with this guy for now. Let's go exploring this map a little bit. I might be passing by neutral creatures entirely. But I do want to explore the map real quick. Let's get our perception checks on. Is there an athletics across this or down into it? I feel like there was a way down into there, but I don't remember. I don't remember with certainty, so I'm not going to claim there is. I just feel like I did something to get down in there at one point. Or maybe I couldn't. Maybe I attempted like a dimension door and it doesn't work or something. This definitely looks like it should be an athletics check though, doesn't it?
I'll go ahead.
But you can't even walk over here, so... Okay, I mean, good enough. Map sorted, we learned a few things. We learned that there's a couple stashes at Dresden. We're a little ways away from Dresden still. It's a Friday night. We might get Dresden done today. If we don't, we'll definitely get it done tomorrow. Like, there's not a ridiculously large amount of more stuff to do. I need to rest. I want to move the army up, but I don't want to rest out in the open, so let's head back to camp. And we'll rest at camp. Eliminate whatever corruption we have and prevent corruption from building up this this particular rest. It'll also give me a chance to sell. I've been picking up armor when I have the opportunity, and picking up armor uses up a lot of weight.
I know the way.
Camellia! So you're Horgus's daughter. Yes, your most terrible secret. It's totally your most terrible secret. I've already told you that we'll keep your secret. What do you think of the powers? People of noble design grow accustomed to ample opportunity. The powers I receive from you are useful, but I see no point in treating them with excessive piety. Very practical. Alright, we'll talk later.
Follow my lead.
She has not fallen for us yet. Let's talk to Wilser here. What a march, Commander. I won't forget it, not in a million years. We lost too many good men. Spirits are low in the camp. Some soldiers can't shake off the horrors they've seen. Others are mourning their friends. What if we held a wake? We'll mourn the soldiers not with wine but words of prayer. I don't want drunk soldiers. Just in case, heaven forbid, a bunch of gargoyles would come and attack the camp at some point. Wise words. Show me what you have. And by show me what you have, I really mean I'm going to sell stuff to you. I really need to see the skeleton merchant again. And I don't know how we can trigger that. Like, in all of my playthroughs before this one, every 2 feet I go, I see the skeleton merchant. I run into like a dozen times by this point. And I think we've only experienced him once so far. I don't know if it has to do with the amount of money we have or what it is, but damn. I think we're just going to sell this full plate. We're like 4 levels away from being able to use heavy armor on Darren now as an oracle, so I think we're just going to sell this. We'll sell this. Yeah, we'll get rid of that and this. The Elven Curve Blade. I'll dump that. Longsword +2. Cold Iron. That's the Bastard Sword. Kukri. Nice rapier. If I was going to use a rapier, it's a pretty decent one. Short bow. Does somebody need intelligence? This is better for Camellia than what she has, but she needs more levels in Magus to use it. Does somebody need wisdom? I need charisma now is what I need. No, I don't, because I have the phylactery, so never mind. I mean, I could probably just stick them on somebody's head, just randomly, and say, here you go. So let's get rid of this. Keep the restoration potion. Dump those potions, though. And mage armor. Getting lots of purifying solutions. You need purifying solutions in order to rest out in the open world. Or you need rations. And you can buy rations, but they're, of course, very heavy. But if you're going to hunt for food, you need purifying solutions to hunt for food. At least effectively. We're starting to pick up a good amount of diamond dust. I feel like I remember somewhere where I can get like 100 diamond dust or something like that, and it sells for a nice amount, so holding on to some of it later might be nice. I'm like, let's not sell this claw by accident. That would not be pleasant. Broken wand, cool. Note written in neat handwriting. Okay, yeah, I remember that. That's the guy I just saw. Another magic essence. Good to have that. The elemental essences I don't want, though. And bone meal. Okay, there we go. That's another 60,000 bucks. Whew. Hey, Skellington, I've got a bit of money now. Come and get me. I definitely want you to visit. Please visit. Okay, so this is medium armor. It's scale mail medium armor, so it's not a breastplate. +2, 10% chance to miss due to concealment. I mean, that's nice. That'd be cool for an oracle who uses medium armor, I suppose. But if weight was an issue, where is Beth's breastplate? I sold it here, right? Yeah. This half plate of vigor. Oh, this wasn't mithril. I thought this was mithril. +2 bonus to constitution, +2 half plate. I thought it was mithril. What was mithril then? There was a mithril breastplate, wasn't there? Oh, there's a mithril breastplate +1. Against natural attacks. Yeah, whoop-de-effing do. Damn. Okay, I stand corrected. I don't think I want to buy this back then. If it was mithril, I'd be all over it, but... Extra constitution is good for a tank, but I just don't think I want to buy that back. Let's just go ahead and sell. Done. No, Voljeff won't have anything new. He's actually gonna skedaddle in the not too distant future. Alright, let's have ourselves, well, let's dump stuff in the chest first. Mr. Helmet, the wand. I don't need to be... Okay, yeah, Radiance is here. I want to keep it in my inventory. A book, Elven notes, some recipes that I don't care about. Handwriting, another artifact, magic essence. I'm now at only 2? I thought it was at more than that. I mean, I know I used 5 of them, but I thought I had more still. Map. No, bloodstained letter. Sorry, I sold the map. Tyrandelev's claw. Can anybody use these who I care about using them? You've already got intelligence on. I mean, I could give you like wisdom just so you have a higher will saving throw, and so you have more perception. Just like I could give that to you too. Is there a reason to make you more intelligent? I don't think so. I mean, yeah, just wear the wisdom one for now. Have higher perception, have a higher will save throw. And we'll probably just end up selling this vast intelligence. Let's go to sleep, though. Yeah. So we're not too far away from Dresden. If we actually wanted to, we can rush to Dresden right away. I want to sort of clear out everything around the neighborhood first, though. So there's a little bit more for our army to do, and there's a little bit more for us to do. I don't believe we can pay for RNFs again from Beth.
As it should be.
We can check it out, but I'm pretty sure we can't. Nope. What we can do, though, is go visit Nura's tent real quick. Oh, hey, Nura.
What a find!
A strange perfume. A small bottle with a unique scent. It smells of something sweet with occasional harsh notes, like the air before the storm. You don't say. Is it kind of like the perfume that was on us in the Vescivore pit? You don't
That is not
say. How can I help you? I'll be glad to help in any way I can. But how? That's the question. When we fought the swarm of Vescivores, someone put a handkerchief soaked with pheromones in my pocket, which attracted the insects. I found a vial of the same pheromones in your tent. That's, my perfume. Perhaps it's strange to take perfume on a crusade, but you see, Knight Commander, it's my reminder of a more normal, peaceful life. What I'll go back to after we've won, and besides, the smell drives men insane. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now you're playing the ignorant one. Okay, Nura. You swear it wasn't you. Okay. Sure.
I'll go ahead.
How are we looking for quests at the moment before we advance as well? That one we gotta wait on. That's making it to Dresden. Heart of the Mystery, which we don't have to do right now. I found Tyrandelev's claws. I just need to find the storyteller again, which won't be until next act. The Nameless Ruins. This is going to require us to go to a whole bunch of different locations and get a whole bunch of masks, and we're not going to be doing that right away. Heaven's Edge. Yes, I need to do Heaven's Edge. Find the lost relic of the Crusaders. Okay, yeah, that's an army map. Cool. Okay, so various things to take care of.
I know the way.
Now that we can send the army out again, let's advance it and start clearing some more stuffs. So, there was one big army to the south that I need to clear out. This one, it has an artifact. So I am going to have to head down there. It's a bunch of bugs. I think we could take it now, in all honesty. I don't have new reinforcements yet, no. I feel like we could take it with this army without any losses, so let's head down there. And we'll head back up again later with this army. Do not be afraid to bounce your army all over the place. You got lots of time. Time isn't a big deal, and we want to spend time right now, in fact, because I want my morale to go back up before we have to fight the battle before Dresden, and we're going to gain morale by having green banners. So I actually want it to increase right now. We could just skip days as well to let it pass even faster, but... Yeah, I think we could do this without losses, although a very bad morale check could screw us over. Having access to heal makes a lot of things easier. 12 to 40, wow. 27 of them, that's nice. And 11. Jeezers. Just hold. The footmen are our weakest unit. And we lost a few there. We lost a few more. But our infirmary is very slow to fill up. We still have lots of infirmary space. So I'm not too concerned about that yet. The clerics can finish that off. I don't really want to bless here. And I don't want to start using heal to use energy if I don't need to, so... Let's attack ones where I can focus my fire. Like this guy. Clerics, clean this up. Good job. And then let's focus this. Okay, that's fine. It is slowly building up more infirmary space, but we're still good. Our Hell Knights are... They failed a saving throw. Fortitude saving throw. Let's keep cleaning up. I think I might use a heal this turn. Let's clean up some of that infirmary real quick. And you can probably just lay on hands yourselves, or the Hell Knights. Yourselves. Alright, there goes 2 stacks. I don't want to expose my archers, so these guys are going to stay put, so we're going to focus this one now. Actually, we could have done this. This is a diagonal attack, so it would have worked. Nice. I do like... Firebolt used to be so much less effective, and I do like that it or Scorching Ray, rather. I do like that it actually does significant amount of damage now. See, that's only 2 Hell Knights, but it represented a tremendous amount of my infirmary size. Whereas the footmen don't represent nearly as much. Good. Clerics will stay put. I don't want to expose my archers. And there is no zone of control in this, so they'll just go straight around you. Ooh, 15, almost. 1 to go. And the infirmary is fine. Okay. Yeah, we clean this up pretty easy. We're gonna have no losses in the end. We have tons of infirmary size left over. So everybody's recovered. I'm happy with that. And I think that's our first actual, like, artifact, right? A magical breastplate. What do you know? I was just looking for one of those. And yes, also an artifact. What's the artifact, first of all? The Crest of Melander Linz, the Fallen Knight. Very cool. And what's the breastplate? Just a regular breastplate +2. Okay, I mean, it's better than a generic one, I suppose. Okay, so the army is done with down here, yes? Yes, indeed, the army is done with down here. It's actually done with this side of the river in its entirety, and the next thing that it can fight down here is a 7 strength, and I don't actually want to fight that right now, so I think the army is going to move up here, and we're going to start dealing with stuff in the north now. That seems to make sense to me. Which means let's go to our party. It's almost time for Heaven's Edge. Fight. I want to move around on the map more as well because I want to run into the skeleton merchant.
Isn't that boring after all?
This building reminds me a lot of the building in Kingmaker that's on the shores where you meet the dead dude in the water who wants you to kill the Stag Lord in Act 1, who curses you. Nettle's Crossing, is that what it is? It reminds me of the building in that. I wonder if this is a reused asset or if I'm just crazy and it's just similar.
This should do it.
Stay put. We'll see if the archers can clean this up.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
If they can't, we'll let the spider come to
I'll
us.
remove an obstacle.
Cool. But there's more. Ah, another giant spider. See, these are giant spiders, but they're nowhere near as giant as the ones in that cave.
Let's try this way.
There's another. I should have looked at how many initiative rolls there were at the start of the battle. I gotta tell myself to do that all the time. That is the trick, after all. Know how many people you're facing.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
And another. I mean, if you're just going to keep coming at me one-on-one, this is just going to be a 6 versus 1 over and over and over again.
Mind over muscle.
Like, 100 against 6 is one thing, but 100 instances of 1 versus 6 is a totally different thing. Also, that's a lot of spiders. Wow.
Precision and grace.
Yeah. I can AoE them now, though.
Hurt.
Just like that.
You are today's sacrifice.
The light, take you.
I'm disappointed in that miss, but I'm pleased that you recovered. Poor spiders. So think to yourself, are you a spider person? Like, do you hate spiders? I guess that's like an anti-spider person. Are you one of the people who absolutely despises spiders? Or is it like mice and rats? Is that your thing? Or is it like centipedes? Or wasps? Is that the thing that gets on your nerves? The thing that really gets to you? It's different for everybody. Okay, so we need to get past this fortress, and there's a bunch of incubi protecting it. 2,000 experience. Swat. So I can't cross that right now is what I'm getting at. I'm going to need the army in order to do that. What I can do is go to Heaven's Edge, where I will rest. Yeah, that's good. This is good. Oh yeah, we got the watch now. Camellia can camouflage us just fine. And we should be good on rituals, so we shouldn't pick up a ton of corruption here. Rest. Oh, no speech again? The Leper Smile, what a fitting name. I find the place in the Vescafors investing it equally repulsive. What they do to their victims, it is so hideous, so grotesque, I cannot stand to watch it. Except, it probably turns you on so much. Oh God. No! Voice act it! If you're going to give me a block of text in the camping screen, for heaven's sake, voice act it, you motherfuckers. It's one thing when I can take it at my own time, but when it's literally in the camping screen and it's going to disappear right away. Oh my God, voice act it. Okay. Heaven's Edge, we're going to get to the bottom of Darren and what his situation is. Now, thematically, I have respect him, so he's not the right type of oracle anymore, but the story is still the story, so his circumstances will still be the same. Hello, Mr. Crusader. Why couldn't all these aristocrats just stay in Canabras? Why have a feast in this accursed place? Because you don't know Darren.
Follow my lead.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests.
Welcome to my 111st
About a year ago
birthday.
at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader. An honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
Oh yes, always the personality.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader.
So he doesn't mention Nestrin the entire time we've been with him, but when Nestrin is now relevant to the story again, because we're here to sort of pry into Darren's past, and Nestrin was there when he died. Remember, the Inquisitor told us that. All of a sudden he's bringing him up again, just to sort of rehash the fact that it was his guardian and tutor. This absolute juggernaut of a cleric who was beyond reproach, by reputation at least.
Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls.
Nice.
Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
See, everybody's got to have a plan on how to fight the abyss. Some people are good at fighting the abyss by like swinging flails in their faces or faux shards, and some people need to have a more clever plan where they attack them from within, where they break the inner mechanisms. It's sort of like, you know, deploying a virus all the way across the world so that you infect the computers of the developers who create patches for centrifuges that are used to refine uranium to be used in nuclear projects. And then those updates just happen to make their way into a hostile nation, to the centrifuges, to the computers that run the centrifuges that are not connected to the internet, and infect them. And in order to do that, you had to infect every computer in the world so that they would have, everything would have this virus and spread, you know? It's sort of like that.
You,
except not.
my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Except for me. But no, really. Or like Star Trek when they were going to infect the Borg. Yeah. It's funny how a completely fictitious situation is so much easier to explain, like Star Trek when they were going to infect the Borg, than a real-life situation, like when the United States sabotaged North Korea's nuclear centrifuges. How interesting. Did you find anything interesting? He just said interesting. Nothing. Oh my god. Then don't say it's interesting. Nothing really. I just took note of a few things. I attempted to find whatever unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, 2 people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrin, the priest of Iomade, who was his guardian and tutor. Yes, he hasn't spoken of him once since we had him join the party. Yet he mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. What odd has happened? Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Oh, come on. Ghosts are a factual thing in this world, as are telekinetic spells. Like, you can't tell me that people in his house don't want to play tricks on people. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It's also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Exactly. Practically the whole Mendev knows the story of how the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Canabras after a party at the Count's house. Wow, I kind of want to know more about that story. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuations in residual magic at his house are not at all surprising. There was the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterwards, the Count told everyone that he'd hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. So, he hired a band of bandits to capture him, and a band of mercenaries to free him from the bandits, who then executed the bandits that he hired to capture him. Okay, yeah, checks out. Not fucked up at all. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into this case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats, but there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads after they'd already killed them. You don't say. Severed heads, eh? Ooh. Their heads were cut off. You mean the bandits who attacked Darren? Yes. Perhaps. I wouldn't have even noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember that we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. We thought they'd been decapitated during the fight. Headless bodies. Random heads showing up? I need to check my inventory. Did I get another head when I rested in the camp? My companions have been finding severed heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this weren't a problem before Darren joined the party. What? That is an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It's crucial that we find out exactly what happened at that tragic feast. What do we need to do? Okay, so he needs to set up this ridiculous plot where we are going to create openings for him to investigate things that happened. Lovely. How do I distract him? I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow. A man with a plan that is no plan at all. I understand. Cool. No, I do not have another severed head. I have definitely gotten more than one severed head in the past, though. What we do with a drunken
As it
noble?
should be.
Whatever you like. So Social just wants to paint because, you know, he's Social. Berry wine. We could use berry wine to distract the Count. That's a possibility. What's Lan have to say? So they're
That is
just
not
in the
far.
party. Camellia! Off on your own. I adore this estate. So much beauty. So many quiet nooks. Would you like to join me in a quiet nook, Camellia? No? Damn.
I'll
You can't go
ahead.
back there? I thought you could go back there. Sealed doors. There's a lot of sealed doors in here as well. You know, making you feel like,
I know
hey,
the way.
maybe we're gonna come back here someday. Arende's servant. This is the guy who told us to go save the Count.
Follow my lead.
More wine. Of a different variety this time. Ember. I don't like it here. This party is stupid. Don't worry, we won't have to stay long, Ember. How? There's clearly music playing. There's no band.
As it should be.
Don't mind me, I'm just investigating.
That is not far. Interesting.
It seems there's a hidden cache inside the wall. You can see a keyhole among the decoration. So we need a key to get in here, yes? And I don't
go
currently
ahead.
have it. A book! Stories told us by spirits. The Knight with Harrowed Hands, Canabra's Medium Alliance Publishing.
I know the way.
Well, this trip was all of a sudden worth it. We picked up a book.
What a find!
And more books. 1,000 Revolutions and The Legend of the Pathfinder. Some scrolls. Oh, one of these annoying chests that you can open up again afterwards. Counterfeit jewelry, 203 diamond dust. Spilled booze on your... Oh, boy. Cool. Bunch of gold, a ruby, and some bracers. Let's take a peek at those bracers real quick. They are clear purpose. The bracers allow the wearer to cast healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. They also grant +2 bonus on concentration checks. Okay, well, I mean, I don't have anybody else using healing right now, so he might as well wear them. We found them at his estate, after all.
Follow my lead.
Countess Selena Nevia Dara Arende with her infant son Darren. Crown Royal Peach. So at least it's a nice smell. Nice. So, remember when we were at the Tower of Estrad and we were in the hall with the angels? This picture was there, and I was like, I know that picture is somewhere else. I know because it's a story point. You see it. So fireplace, and then it's very interesting that Is it an electric fireplace? This wall clearly doesn't have a chimney built into it. But there is a cold iron masterwork orc double axe here. Random. Just a regular heavy shield? Yeah, just a regular heavy shield.
Interesting.
Oh, Wand of Mirror Image. Oh boy, that's pretty sweet, actually. I can't wait till we get Mirror Image on Camellia. It's going to make her, as a tank, so much more effective. A full diamond as well. Also, Draven's Hat. Grants the wearer +2 profane bonus to intelligence score. Whenever they cast a slow or haste spell, it is quickened as though using the quicken spell feat. Sweet. Additionally, once per day, this hat can make any spell quickened. This hat can only be worn by non-good characters. Well, that's interesting since Nenio happens to be pure neutral. So, the League of Draven. No. No. Abs-effing-lutely not. So we could have Nenio wear that. The door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened in a very long time. One might even say, the way is shut. Regil. This estate could be remade into a formidable defensive outpost. I like the cut of your jib. We succeeded on a knowledge... Oh, we got to use Nenio's knowledge world, even though Nenio's not in the current party. See, this is something that Kingmaker, like when you were alone, you had to rely on your own rolls. But when I'm alone here, I get to use the whole party still. Nice. Occasional traces of older masonry and foundations. It looks like the building was reconstructed several times. Yes, absolutely yes. No, absolutely no. Draven's brother needs to go ahead and cut his effing head off.
As it should be.
Hey, Darren. No voice acting? Aw. I have always considered myself an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companion of a hero chosen by Iomade? Because of your cousin. Obviously, it was our destiny. No. Too forward, Lort. Too forward. The most casual occurrences dictate our fate's course. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's dictated by alien but wholly deliberate forces. Really? You don't say. Like, the characters expose so much about themselves in these discussions. Tell me about Heaven's Edge. Larger the mansion, the harder to defend. Yep. No tour. Activate the fire suppression system to distract the count. Tell me about this magical firefighting system powered by water elementals, Count. I don't wanna go looking for this magical fire suppression system powered by water elementals. I just want to spill wine on you. And did you also not mean to ruin a suit that costs more than a thoroughbred? Yes, go get changed. Let's do a quick save here, just in case something crashes in the process. I see you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now, get ready to watch and listen closely. I'll unravel the past of this place and try and show you whatever I find. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only, precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests, and the man of the hour as well? Can't we just have one day without your sermons? It's my birthday after all. Day. I'm sure the revered Nestron only wants to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? Oh! Damn. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Oh, wait, no, this is probably a woman's voice. Did you prepare a treat for me, too? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? Big, long speeches, that's apparently what she wants. Look around, don't you notice anything odd? The plague in your wine, in your food, in the air around you. So demons showed up and they plagued the entire party. But I'd like to point out that this party is full of very powerful clerics and paladins who would not be vulnerable to a plague. So obviously something more sinister is happening. The first appearance of this disease and the Lilitu, one of many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events. The Countess was his mother, and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendev. She was an Aasimar, just like her son. The old man is the esteemed cleric Nestron, our Count's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintances with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but the Count once told me his first victims of the disease were his second cousin and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Could the cleric have done something? I can't say for certain. What now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Sweet. So we gotta go distract the Count again, because
That is not far.
good things always come in threes. Everybody's inside now. Oh, what's Ember have to say? She wanted to leave before. There's so much food here. If I let Soot eat everything she wants, she'll become twice as fat and won't be able to fly anymore. Okay, so it sounds like she's settling into the party a little bit. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, Sir Count. You are positively shirtless. Commander! I assume you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. I am absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Sociel to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait, that is. Ooh, that sounds like a fine idea. Our cleric will surely turn down a direct request, but if I tell him that we can sell the portrait to a charity auction... Oh, why have I never thought of selling my nude portraits at a charity auction? It'll cause a huge scandal, but it'll be for a good cause. This'll give those god-botherers something to complain about. That's the good cause. It's not the charity auction. It's giving those god-botherers something to complain about. That's the good cause. Oh, he got dressed again. Oh. Oh, Leotar, you didn't need to close the door. I mean, you might as well join me in the bath if... Oh, no, we're gonna cast a spell here. Never mind. Mother? Can you hear me, Mother? Day, my boy, how did you get here? Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. Yeah, so Nestrin, he recognizes that this is some nasty sauce, and he's got to quarantine this place. So he's sealing the gates, and he's not letting the people leave. He's essentially condemning the people who are going to die to death in order to protect the world at large from this demon plague spreading. We must obey the revered Nestrin. We're the lords of Mandevin. We must protect our people. If the plague, if it reaches Canobras, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about any innocence. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Canobras. They won't listen to me, but you're the lady of the estate. They can't refuse you. Oh, don't lose hope. You can still... A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long guttural groan. Damn. So the Count has some sadness in his life. Oof. Now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Canobras in search of help because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of this flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. Was there really no other choice? Who can say now? Yeah, it is a tough decision. He's never been in that position. But he knows the price of difficult decisions. Yes, exactly. All of a sudden, I have, like, Mercedes Lackey songs, like Cost of the Crown and Price of Command playing in my head. Cool. So we need to go to the main hall and occupy his attention one more time. Stop trying to talk me into this. You have neither heart nor conscience, Darren. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it. Damn. So he was not successful, apparently.
I'll go ahead.
That's some interesting cheeks this woman has. That model is deforming in an extremely weird way. Man, that's just weird. Oh there, Lord. That Rodder socio refused to sketch me in the nude for charity. Damn, too bad. Are you having any fun? Of course I'm having fun. What's wrong? Do you want me to spend my whole life in fear and mourning? Fine, let's change the subject. So the party's not entirely to his liking. It's time for a drinking contest. I don't have a report on your career plans for the next 3 years. Or we can spoil the fun. A tried and trusted method of salvaging a dull party. Who's my competition? I think Sela will be your competition. Yes, sir, Commander. Darren, my boy, you've still got time to back out. You don't want Auntie Sela to spank you in front of everyone now, do you? Yeah, just drink yourself unconscious. Go ahead. That was just a little warm-up, I say. Up for more? Man, they're both really getting into it. Go on, Count. Show us what you got. No, everybody's not against you. Some people are in your corner, especially the outsider inside of you possessing you. Keg stand in paladin armor. Yes, exactly. Are we done here, or are you ready for another round? See, what I like there is their little witty banter back and forth was all one line. There is no, like, wall of text for any of it. Unnarrated wall of text. Put this bottle in the family cellar. Oh, so they finished in a tie, did they? Look at all those bottles. Like, holy balls. Is their blood alcohol content like 0.9? Jesus. We could have just ruined his fun by telling him that he's like, you know, hiding something. Here we are again, Commander, so let us take another glimpse into the past. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you... Get away from him, demon. Let the boy go. By the blade of the Inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You are pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. We'll see about that. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together, the magical auras, the emotion, the memories. I will try again to read it. Not even going to bother asking if it could be dangerous. Yeah, no, danger's my middle name. Just give me a moment to focus. I'll try to channel the visions and feelings as accurately as possible. Darren, my boy, what's going on? So he's convulsing and shaking now. The channeling is becoming more difficult. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric. Stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me. Can you save me? Yes. So he's talking to some alien entity within himself. Gruesome images. Help. Exchange. Secret. Death. Darren, wait. The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons. Demons, saints. I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn. Oh, Leotar. What? A misfortune. No. What a disaster. Everything is far worse than I imagined. Yeah, so he's okay. Or he thinks he's okay. Do you understand what happened? He'll try and explain in full detail. So 10 years ago, the Count found himself cornered in every sense of the word. His family and everybody around him was poisoned by demons who did attack his home, and he allowed an alien entity to enter him and intercede on his behalf. I think I will call it the Other, and it possesses uncanny power. So what's actually interesting here is you can engage the Other by speaking to Darren and saying, I know your secret, and then like he's like, what do you mean my secret? And then like literally just blurting it all out about how this other thing is within him. And if you do, you get transported into like a realm with the Other, and it's ridiculously powerful. Like you're not going to beat it. Not to mention it's going to be solo because you have to be able to talk to Darren to do it. So it's in camp or something where you're solo. And it's still there. I don't know exactly what this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. It's not inside of his body. It's not directly controlling his mind. That's why there's no obvious signs of possession, but it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Does he know about it? Obviously he does. He's the person who asked for help from it. What might the Other want? Came to the world 10 years ago and it's still here, but it hasn't been doing anything. It's just been watching through the Count's eyes. You can flee from it, you think, and then Darren explodes. Yes, very possibly. I've never attempted to flee from it when I do that. And also, welcome to chat. You followed a couple days ago, but it's good to have you chatting. Yes, the Count can get close to everybody, including the Queen, and it just hasn't killed, like, any of them yet. It's a little mix of everything. The demons and the disease did kill people, but Nestrin and his paladins and the last few people who remained that the disease would not have been effective against were killed by the Other. Could the Other be a reason why my companions kept finding severed heads among their belongings back in Canabras? It seems very likely. I am almost certain you are right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Arende anyway. Ha! I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Oh, we're cracking wisecracks in, you know, the middle of all shit hitting the fan, are we? Or perhaps they provoke the Other in some other way. We have to do something, yes, but don't. So now we're going to pull a Lord of the Rings. He's going to go be Gandalf, and he's going to go and investigate, like, all the possible things that could be going on and talk. I will go talk to the head of my order. He is both wise and something, and also an evil asshole, apparently. Like, he's going to go do research, and meanwhile, we're supposed to just keep everything secret. So, oh, man. I gotta go off on that even more. So the Lord of the Rings, right? The movie. When he comes to Bilbo's birthday and then stuff happens and then he talks to Frodo about keeping the ring secret so he can research it, and then he goes and more stuff happens and then he comes back again. It makes it feel like that was all one visit and then he went off for like a couple days and did some research, but it was multiple visits. The birthday party, and then when he came to see Frodo and talk about the ring and all that kind of stuff, those were different visits spaced months apart. And then he went and researched for like 3 years. He was gone for like 3 years to research this thing before he came back again. And it was like 20 seconds in movie time, making it feel like he was gone for a couple days or something like that. Like, ugh, so irritating. The way they treated that. First and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, keep this a secret. Why? As soon as he knows that we know his secret, the Other will know that he knows that we know his secret, which is also the other's secret, and then anything could happen. I will not tell anybody about this discovery we've made, not even the Queen or my superiors, because it's just exposing them to danger. Do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. You want me to lead a crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode at any moment. You won't be able to hide from the consequences when this bomb does explode. It's up to you to decide, though. Fine. I will keep it a secret. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do, tell him that he has an unwanted guest inside of him. Well, not exactly inside of him. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm not prepared to fight the other as an archer right now. I don't even think I could do it as like a sword saint right now. Also, you know, the whole ending of the trilogy getting changed. I wanted to see Saruman get his throat slit. Yeah. The ending of the trilogy being a significant thing as well. Did you know that Peter Jackson originally wanted to have Saruman like physically there as a character on the field in the battle at the end against Aragorn and his army? Like, that is so effing ridiculous. Where is Darren? Oh, we're done here, I think, right? We're just done with this quest now. He said, oh, go spend time with them, but I don't think we actually do need to spend time with them. No, this is done. This quest is over. Okay. You were the very best guest I could ever wish for. Aww. I know! That is nowhere in the books. But Peter Jackson wanted to... He felt that...
Follow my lead.
They needed to have, like, the actual embodiment of this, because, you know, the usual... At the time, like, good versus evil, the good always had to actually stand up to, like, the evil. Like, you had to have something to do there. But...
As it should be.
Like... Saruman is not the bad guy in a sense, right? Like, it's the ring. The ring is the evil that you need to stand up to. And it wasn't about Aragorn and the army standing up to the bad guy. It was about Frodo standing up to the bad guy. But then they changed that too. They changed that so, like, Frodo is supposed to push him the fuck off. Like, cold-blooded, ruthless killer, right? And... sort of like Han Solo shot first, but they had to change it into this like, oh, heroes don't just murder people. Heroes like accidentally fall off the cliff and accidentally knock them over while they're struggling with them, and then they get saved kind of thing, right? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Frodo cold-blooded fucking murdered the hell out of Gollum. I want to run into the skeleton merchant, like, right now. Right meow. We have no motion? No, we do. We have 40. We rested. Perfect. So let's head up to here. Oh, I've got army. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Move to there. RNFs. Oh, cheap RNFs. Yes. I can only put 3 in this army, so I'll do like 2 armies. And you can move out, and then these guys... Oh yeah, this is way too expensive, but I can recruit this. This isn't that bad. I just need to buy some resources. And by that I mean I'm going to buy a bunch of resources. Okay, there's the gold cost. I'm like, where the hell is the gold cost on this? It's going to cost me 10,000 to buy 2,000 resources. I actually only need, like, less than 1,000. I only need, like, 800. I needed a little bit more than 800. I should have actually calculated in my head there. But we'll buy these Hell Knights as well. And I kind of want to... Oh god, that's so expensive. But... Damn! They're still very expensive. Never mind. Alright, so let's get these armies up there. How far can you go? 22 movement. Can you get here? Yeah, you can. Can you get here? No. Okay, travel to there. You noticed a primitive altar. That's a reagent place. I don't care about reagents. Sweet. And then these Hell Knights. Let's move them as well. When I tell you to move, I mean move. Don't stop 2 feet in. Sweet. So this army I'm actually going to hold here. Or am I? Hold on. It's got 26 movement. I'm going to double it back. I want to get rid of all these armies here. Let's merge these up. Join the army. You join the army. You join the army. And then you join the army. Very nice. And of course 0 movement because the constituent armies had no movement. Nice. Let's keep moving. You failed to sneak past the enemies. Yeah, they changed a ton of stuff in Lord of the Rings. And not all of it was bad. Like, I appreciate a lot of it, but if they actually changed that whole encountering Saruman on the battlefield thing, I would have been like... I would have rioted. Also, succubi. I can't merge those other 2 useless armies into my main army because I don't have enough troop slots for them. But I can merge them together so that they're together into one army. That's a thing I could do. Only AC 17, that's not that big of a deal. AC 20. And then a couple succubi here too. Let's vaporize this one.
A calculated risk.
Almost 64 damage. Okay. I mean, it's a start. Camellia, engage this one.
Go for their heart!
Sela, I need this one dead. Yeah, I can merge them into their own separate army.
No glory without risk!
Damn, I was hoping for a kill there too.
You're irrelevant.
Nice. Nenio still shows 3 attacks even though she's only got 2. Oh good, you attacked land, the person who can take it. Yeah, I don't like seeing multiple armies there when I don't need multiple armies there as well, so...
You won't survive me.
So nobody, like, dominated, none of these succubi dominated any of my people, so that's awesome.
Out of my sight!
Wow, you hit! 18 versus 12. I need to take 5.
This should do it.
Oh! I wanted that shot because I could AoE this guy if I killed her. Killing this one would not have reached AoE.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay. I mean, you're making progress.
Into the
Oh,
fray!
crap! I thought you were far enough away, but I forgot that he's got a reach weapon. So we took an attack of opportunity there. That's not ideal.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Good luck, Succubus.
Endure this.
That was a good fight. I'm kind of pleased with that one.
I will see to your demise.
No, not info. Loot.
That is not far.
I really, really, really want the skeleton merchant, though. Where the hell is the skeleton merchant? Like, was the skeleton merchant showing up? I don't remember reading it in the patch notes, but was he showing up so often that they, like, nerfed him? Because I've always experienced him constantly before. Like, every 2 inches I travel, I run into him. And we've only seen him once so far in this playthrough. So we're going to need to rest before we can move the army again, so let's just explore for a bit. Material points. Not yet. Damn, we did get into this fight. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Let me draw the first blood.
Nobody's exhausted, but we do have fatigue on everybody. And I always feel compelled to point out that Nenio by default has only 5 strength. So if you're playing with default Nenio, don't ever get her exhausted. She literally dies from exhaustion.
Mind over muscle.
After Dresden, I mean, I've always seen him constantly even before Dresden, but there's been so much patched. Like, I also always had glitches where one of my characters would go under the floor and would be walking around like under the terrain. And that hasn't happened once in this playthrough either, but it happened every playthrough before this one constantly. So, like, things are getting changed all the time. I understand that. The thing that really irritates me, though, is that the patch that came out today, they said for the 3rd time that they have fixed the charge bug, but the charge bug still exists.
Make every strike count.
We experienced the charge bug today. Okay, he was too far away to actually hit anybody with that. Thank goodness. Let's kill her.
Let's try
It. Succubi and incubi, they don't actually have a gender. It's not like a succubus is the female version and the incubus is the male version. They are the same thing. Like a succubus in female form is a succubus and in male form is an incubus, and they switch between the two forms. Like, it can be a male or it can be a female. It's the same creature in any case. Yeah. Total succubus trivia, as if succubi are a real thing that exists in this world.
You're irrelevant.
I mean, 3 damage is not making him irrelevant.
The light. Take you.
6 damage. So much better. 10 versus 14. I guess Camellia didn't attack this turn, so she doesn't have 4 AC from fighting defensively, so that would have been 18. But still, my god. People aren't supposed to be able to hit her on anything better than 20. That's not the way this works.
Precision and grace.
This will hurt.
56. So we rolled a 61 there. We lost 5 points to reduction. So 28 on our 3d8 plus 8 from Vital Strike plus 8d6 for Vital Force.
The spirits demand your blood.
Now your AC is up to 36. Yeah, every level we take in Magus now, because we have a not a dex bonus, because we have like 3 int bonus right now, and it's going to go up when we get more int on like on our headpieces and whatnot. Every level rather we take in Sword Saint is going to increase our AC currently. Nenio, it's still got about half HP. I don't think you're going to clean him up.
I'll remove this obstacle.
But give it a try. Wow. That was actually a good hit from Nenio. Nenio doesn't usually do a lot of damage in a single attack. Like, she is sort of... Okay, Darren is my lowest DPS unit, but Nenio is a support. But she's like a DPS support. She's meant to be a good archer, but she is my alchemist support. And she tends to do the least damage out of all my damage-capable people, but that was a good hit.
Into the fray.
It's not like 100 and... How much did we hit on the Gargoyle map the other day with our main character? It was 100 and something.
I'll go ahead.
She's not that, but she's still, you know, capable. Regil. I don't know. When we attack Dresden, I think the best way to enter Dresden is the way that you have to take Regil with you. But I don't know if I want to do that. We are fatigued. So let's rest. And resting will allow us to move our army again as well, so we're going to be able to get some more action in. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could be friends as children, Camellia? I mean, it would be if you voice acted this. 110 or 106, the damage we did? I thought it was like 140 something. But I don't know. I don't remember. I remember we did another one where we hit like 80 something damage. Alright, I don't want to head up here and explore more this way without killing some of these armies, so... let's take Crusader Army 2 here with the Rangers that I don't want. And we'll move them down this way. And we'll take Crusader Army 3 with the Shield Bearers that I don't want. And let's merge them together. So Crusader Army 2, I've only got the 2 armies on the screen now. Mercenaries didn't refresh. No. Damn. Alright, now this army. Let's march. I don't want to go after this guy yet. We're going to head north, and we're going to start clearing some of these armies in the north. Ooh. Okay, that's the Citadel. This is the one here. This is the one with the ghouls? Yes, the ghouls. Do I have enough to make it to that ghoul army? Yeah! Should move them off the main path too. It's just one little hang up when I cross them, that's all. Damn it, I hit W. Just habit. So, luckily it doesn't skip my archer's turn, but it does cede initiative till the very end of this round, so my archer is going to act twice. At the end of the round and the start of the next round. Yeah, but it's only going to hitch once. It's not that big of a deal. So we got some ghouls to deal with. What do our Scorching Rays look like here? I swear, this got buffed. Go kill some ghouls. Damn. I think that's probably the only Scorching Ray we're going to do in this map. I'll see, though. Let's kill the light guys. The heavy guys are not going to do as much damage, I don't think, so it should be easier to tank them. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. I did not mean to click there. Oh boy. Well, let's protect the archers then. And by protect the archers, I mean I might just have to heal some people. Oh, this isn't that bad. This is not passable, so they have to come through here anyway. You do need to be more cautious if you're on a map where the enemy has Stinking Cloud, but when they don't have Stinking Cloud, you can cheese them pretty good. I don't want to use another Scorching Ray. Ghouls, ghouls, ghouls. Long claws and blood-soaked lips. And giant black tongues. The infirmary is going to fill up very quickly if I have Hell Knights dying. But I've got heals available, so we should be fine. I'm splitting my attacks quite a bit here. Yeah, go on in, clerics, why not? Okay. I will hit them with a Scorching Ray. Mother of God. They buffed Scorching Ray. They buffed Scorching Ray so much. Like, this campaign mode, like Crusade mode Scorching Ray. Not the normal spell. Yeah, we've got lots of infirmary space still. We're fine. I'm used to it doing like 2 damage, like 2 units damage. They protected their caravan of valuable supplies to the death. We found 1,500 finance points. Cool. Help pay for this army that I recruited. Some of those mercenaries. So this fortress has a 2 strength army guarding it, which is interesting because those are gargoyles. I'm surprised gargoyles are only a 2 strength army. And then there's some other weaker armies over here too. Let's clean some of these up. We could even take these 6 strength armies, I think. I think I have sufficient numbers of archers, and I've got access to Cure. Cure is one of the big, like, force multipliers. Oh, I'm out of movement. Never you mind, I'm out of movement. So it's irrelevant. So here's the thing. There's not a lot left for me to go do then. That's a consumables thing. Like reagents, and I don't care about reagents. There's not a lot left for me to go to immediately. This is, again, reagents. And I don't give a shit about those. That's reagents as well. The underground hideout is something I could do, but I can't get to it yet. So I think the correct thing here is actually just to go back to camp. What am I carrying on me? I'm carrying enough to sell. Let's go into camp and we'll sell. And we'll rest in camp. And then we can start using the skip day nonsense, and we'll do some army movement. We'll clear out a bunch of enemy armies, and then we'll start exploring the map a little bit more ourselves. It is actually in our favor to clear out some armies and use the skip day feature, because I need to bring our morale back up after clearing Leper's Smile or whatever. Our morale got hit as a result. And we do want to bring it back up a little bit. Okay, so that's 23. Let's sell that and the hat. I'm going to keep the Wand of Mirror Image for the time being. And we'll sell this Vast Intelligence. We sort of concluded that we don't need it. Strange perfume. Okay, I'm still holding on to that. Okay, 6,000.
Follow my lead.
It's always nice just having 90 grand sitting around. Beth! Nothing. We got your event, right,
As it
Ember?
should
Yeah,
be.
we did. Okay. I seem to recall getting Ember's event where she heals the Crusader. That should happen, like, much, much earlier. No weird dialogue that I'm not aware of you having. I got some books to drop off. Also, we'll drop this off. And I probably want to sell some of this diamond dust, right? I probably don't need to cast like 215 restoration spells. That might be wise. How close am I to a level? Pretty far away still. We did just get a level at the end of last session after all, so we're going to need to do some serious milestone stuff to get a whole bunch more levels. You don't go into Gwyrm Manor, you don't come back out again. That's right. You get shackled up and probably poked with a whole bunch of holes before getting eaten by my waifu.
That is not far.
So don't go into Gwyrm Manor if you don't belong there. That's for damn sure. All right. Okay, army. So what's this army composed of? Demons. That's what it's composed of. Let's eradicate them. Can't wait until we get marksmen. Just improve the damage of our archers so dramatically. That will do 4 to 13. Okay. God. So nice. That is so nice. It shouldn't be that nice. It just happens to be so nice. Cool. I think we can handle this without any more spells. Maybe a heal spell if we start taking more losses. You can smite, though. And then clean them up. Nice. Good job, sir. We only took 1 loss as a counter back as well, which is nice. Oh. Hell Knights might have been able to kill him. That's a good set of kills, too. Our footmen might be able to clean that up. Between the footmen and the Hell Knights, we definitely can, right? Yeah. Lots of kills. Perfect. Lots of kills and still lots of infirmary space, so we should be good. Like I say, it's very similar to Heroes of Might and Magic, but I find this Crusade system, battle system, much, much less engaging than Heroes of Might and Magic. But the cardinal rule, the don't get your people killed, like always leave with exactly the same number of people as you brought in, or more, is, it still holds up. Material points. And this continues on. Cool. So this army is a little bit tougher. 100 finance points daily income. I can take it though, yeah? I feel like I could take this without losses. Let's find out. This one has a general, so we have to be prepared for that. 33 Locust. 14 Locust. $107 footmen up here too, man. Okay, this one is a little bit, this one is slightly tougher. I'm gonna use some spells in this one. Oh, that helped so much. That helped so much. That's not gonna really kill any. 1 to 4, 0, 2. Let's heal some clerics. 4, perfect. Oh, you're what's the effect? Stunning attack. So you're stunned. Okay, sure. I'll take it. Oh, stunned though. I know my clerics are stunned. Man, that hurts. Let's clean these locusts up. Still stunned. Done. Okay. check out the infirmary after that. We're almost full. Okay, okay. Now it's heal time. Let's heal like 38 footmen back, please. Archers, start doing your business. These cultists need to go down. They must go down. We can't use your abilities here, so you can't heal anything. And hey, welcome back. Yep, that's gonna happen. Heal. 1 to 2, 1 to 5, 4 to 12. Some Hell Knights. Open up a lot more infirmary space for us. Clean up those 7, and then start working on this group. So the general hasn't been doing weird, crazy things to us this whole time, which I am pleased at. But, man. Yeah, we got this. We shouldn't take any losses. We did nearly fill our infirmary up, though, so we did have to manage that with spells a little. Nice. A level up. Daily income, 100 finance points. Perfect. And a level up. Oh, I was hoping for another master maneuver or spellcraft or something. So protective wards. All units in the army have +3 bonus to saving throws per level of this feat. Yes, the infirmary is not colored very well, and they don't explicitly tell you about those mechanics. Like, they don't really explain any of that very well. You kind of have to learn it yourself. This is actually really good. Saving throws would protect us against something like Stinking Cloud or stunning, like being stunned and stuff like that. Magic Instructor. Spellcasting units have a +2 bonus to AC and damage per level of this feat. Magical Reserves. The General has a +15 bonus to energy per level of this feat. A bonus to energy might be nice, but I feel like Protective Wards is hands down the best thing here. And we are guaranteed to get Penetrating Strikes. I need another Master of Maneuver level is what I need. But, it's not to be unless it is to be. Okay, cool. So there's nothing up here, it was just an army. Hold on. Okay, this is the 6 strength one, this is the 4 strength one. And that's a fly, some zombies, I think, and a ghoul, and there's a magician's ring. Okay, let's do it. $123 flies. Oh boy. 96. 57. That's good. Nearly half of them. Sweet. Let's just clean them up now. Ooh. We're taking damage, but we're not filling our infirmary very quickly yet, so I am okay with this for now. $14, good start. Let's clean this up with our other dudes. Archers are gonna keep shooting this though. Oh, they're stunned. Damn it. No, they're not stunned. What are they affected by? Infection. the new spell. This is Penetrating Strike. So we target our people and we ignore up to 3 points of damage reduction for 3 rounds. It's all allies within a 1-foot burst centered on target creature within any range. So it's like 9 tiles. And it just lets us ignore 3 points of damage reduction. So if it was a very tanky target, we could get through that. Still no big deal with the infirmary. We've taken a few losses, but we're going to recover them all so far. Those guys are a little tanky, though. Damn, son. We've already used our smite. Ooh, yeah, they're a little tanky, all right. Let's take a peek at them, actually. Or maybe I won't take a peek at them. Up here, yeah? There we go. That's where I need to look. AC 16, flat-footed 16, touch 14, 10 out of 90 hit points. So 90 hit points. 3 damage reduction. So I could negate their damage reduction entirely. It just costs a lot of energy to use this. It costs 6 energy, which is even more than a Scorching Ray. If I was to Scorching Ray them, I could kill a huge chunk of them, potentially. Let's try it. 53? I mean, 47 is pretty damn good. Dramatically reduce the number of enemies I have to fight. And also, less enemies means less damage taken as well, right? Because the damage I take it scales off of how many enemies are actually hitting me. So if they only have 10, it's a lot less damage inbound than if they had 50 something. Just leave an opening for him to go for my archer. Nope, he wants my cleric. Good. It was a mistake moving over that way. Cool. Magician's Ring. Let's take a peek. This ring grants the wearer +5 competence bonus on all use magic device skill checks and increases the save DC against all spells of the illusion school the wearer casts by 2. So that would normally be great for Nenio because Nenio is an illusion wizard, an illusion scroll savant by default. She is my use magic device person as well, right? Yes, so I mean, I'm gonna put this on her because why not? Only sells for 1400, so. And this is the end of the road over here as well, so let's double back around this way. It's more than we have MP for. Okay, cool. So, unless we clear this or this out of the way, we don't really have much more that we can do personally. I'm almost thinking we just use Skip Day for the first time in this campaign. What's our morale back up to? -15, okay. More morale. We're at -13 now, and more reinforcements are good for us. We want as much of that as we can get. All right, army, move forth. It looks like there's 2 paths coming out of here, but I can't take both paths. I wonder if the party could take that. Let me just check something real quick. 10 hours to travel here. My God. Yeah, I can. The merchant! Sweet baby skeleton merchant Jesus. Good to see you. I hope I told you to bring hunter gear. No. This is personal protective equipment, or what is this? This is not hunter gear. Half plate +2. F no. Mithril banded mail. Sturdy leather +2. Physical might +2. That's constitution and strength. That's pretty good. Spiked shields? No, this is not personal protective gear either, is it? It must be. It's like all armor. I mean, I'll buy that. But, I'm not too pleased. Hey, what are you selling? That is not the hunter's arsenal. The hunter's arsenal is like bows and dexterity things. Yeah, he's set to hunter, but he's giving me personal protective gear. Okay, how about the magical, mysterical spell thingies? Bring that next time. I'm just gonna have to go through all of your stuff. So disappointing. But I mean, 2 strength, 2 con. That's respectable at least. I am pleased he showed up. I just wanted 4 decks. I wanted a belt for 4 decks. He sells a 4 decks belt. And it's supposed to be in the hunter gear. Sure. Yeah, so that was just a reagent location. Took me 10 hours of game time to get there as well. The other army is a 6 army, right? Oh, okay. These dudes are gonna give us Stinking Cloud. Unless I kill them all. No. Okay. We did not kill them all. Watch them go after my archers, though. I'll take splashback. Okay, this is fine so far. Let's just clean this guy up. And get out of the cloud if we can. Wait. Okay, not bad. Then another cloud down here. Shoot. And finish him off. Nice. Okay, that didn't go too bad. The dretches can really ruin your day if they like Stinking Cloud everything up. Like, it can be pretty nasty. It disables your soldiers, and you just take a crap ton of damage when they come in and you're disabled. You can't deal damage back to them. It's actually they're the one thing that makes the Dresden, the fortress right before Dresden, the hardest, is those guys and their Stinking Clouds. 2,000 finance points, nice. Okay, so this is a level 6 army. I'm a level 6 army. Belt of Giant Strength +4. We're gonna give this a save, and we might scum this. If we can't do this without taking any losses, it's very possible we might scum this real quick. I can't believe that. That is just bonkers. On the bright side, these guys take up 4 squares, so they need 2 across. So as long as I only leave 1 open, they can't actually get to my archers, so I do have more freedom to move. Oh my god. Scorching Ray OP. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. 6 archers down. I've got lots of infirmary size, and archers don't take a lot of infirmary size, so we're okay with this. Damn, we didn't quite clean him up. I might be able to kill another one, though. I've now split fire across multiple ones. That's not usually good. 3 more archers. Hey, clerics! Don't get yourselves killed too hard. Large target, easy to blast. Kind of, but 414 hit points, as we can see, with 25 AC. No damage reduction, though, so... Cool. You just gonna throw another boulder? Yeah, of course you are. That's what I was afraid of, but he went after the cleric. And going after the cleric is basically the best thing he could have done. Were they evil? Does not explicitly state that they're evil, so I'm not sure that smite is gonna work. But let's just apply damage. We're gonna spitball these guys and bring him down. Between my archers and my melee people, I should be able to at least kill 1 per turn. And that'll kill them faster than they can burn my infirmary. Especially when I have access to heals. Nice. 62 damage from 93 archers. That's so little damage. But I don't want to use mana. Like, I don't want to use energy. I want to store whatever energy we got, and I want to build it up, because having access to energy is going to be critical for some of the harder fights. If I can just spitball these guys and it's slow and steady, I'll spitball them. Yeah. They're trying to go after my clerics, and my clerics are pretty tanky, so... And Hell Knights. Nice! Only 1 left to go. We have plenty of infirmary size. They're just going to heal themselves. Just to free up some more, just in case. You never know. They could smash my footmen and wipe out, like, the entire party. Or the Hell Knights might kill him. So that's a +4 strength belt, yeah? I am pleased with a +4 strength belt. Yeah, nice. So, I know we just got Lan a strength and constitution belt, but he can have a +4 strength belt now. And Darren can have this strength and constitution belt. Cool. Wonder why those two... Well, one of those slots I knew what was in it, but one of those slots I don't know why it opened up when I took the other belt off. Oh, I've got fatigue starting too. That's interesting, because I skipped a day. Why do my people have fatigue? Oh, I skipped a day up here. Maybe that's why. Okay, so that was pretty good. Let's clear out this fortress now, perhaps. What was this? Was this the incubi? Yeah, okay. This one's a little bit on the tougher side. Goodbye, though. Was hoping for 4, but that's all right. Ooh. Oh boy. And see, we very rapidly fill up our infirmary, and not only that, but I don't actually have archers here to heal anymore. So I can replenish all those archers. I just have to not take any more losses now. I get the feeling we might not be completing this one. We might be just kind of leaving this battle and reloading a save. But let's see how it goes. As long as they don't wipe out another stack, I can heal it. So fair. The infirmary is very full, though, unfortunately. So go ahead and... No, you don't need to lay on hands yourself right now, do you? Yeah, we'll lay on hands ourselves anyway. I want to be using heals after I kill some of these guys. Yeah, the enemy is taking advantage of the very overpowered Scorching Ray the same way I do. Since I don't have any archers to defend, doesn't matter. I saved before the giants. I can reload that and just fight the giants again. The giants weren't that difficult of a fight. The trick here is I need to heal my people so I get back under the infirmary cap, but do it without him damaging me with Scorching Rays. And they can at least lay on hands themselves, but... Okay, so that's cleaned up. I don't actually want to kill 4 of them, though. Because I need to be able to heal... Okay, we're under the infirmary cap. Now we can kill. I've never actually lost a full stack of something. Okay, we did get all of the archers back. We do replenish all of the archers. I wasn't sure if we lost a full stack, if we would actually replenish that stack or not, but we do. That battle was no trouble at all. The Crusaders took over the ruins of Sarkorian's settlement and put to the sword all the demons defending it. Scouts have reported a sinister-looking lair nearby. Underground hideout. Okay, so I've got some more stuff I can go to. By destroying that fortress, we've opened up a little bit of space down here, and there are actually a couple things I can do at this point. So let's clear over this area, although there's some very tough armies here. And then we'll eventually head up to Dresden, you know, when the time comes. What is this army first? Can I reach that army this turn? I've only got 4 movement. I probably can, right? Yes. Some Minotaurs. Lots of damage. Apparently I can kill potentially all of them, though. I'm running very low on energy, though. Can I do this without using any energy? That would be great. More archers are needed. Damn. There's no real good terrain to my advantage here, so we're just going to hold still here. Hi, Minotaurs. Don't mind me. I'm just here destroying you. We don't want to creep up. I don't want to... Okay, best possible scenario. If he went after my footmen, I'm sure the footmen would have died in like 2 or 3 hits. But my clerics are going to be able to hold up. I'll be able to use their own heal, so I won't need to use my heal power. And they'll be able to keep themselves up for a little bit longer. And now I've got more people capable of attacking the Minotaurs as well. Yeah, go ahead, try and take 30 of them out. 25, that was nice. That was a third of what they had. Very good. Ugh, I hate that so much. I think the clerics can clean these guys up. I want to heal them, but I think with a smite... Oh, they can almost clean them up. 17, nice. Okay. The big threats are sort of dealt with now. We can just heal ourselves, protect our infirmary size so we don't go over it by accident. Yeah, no problem. If they had a general with Scorching Rays, this might have been a tougher fight. Because they could just destroy my archers, but... As it stands, we should be able to clean this up. And I don't want to use any energy if I don't have to, so we'll just prick away at them. It's a lot of them, though. I almost want to use a Scorching Ray just to speed it up, but there's no need. Like, them attacking the clerics, they don't even have enough damage to kill one cleric. Unless, you know, they build it up over a number of turns. So I'm not too threatened by these guys. Like, they just had 2 turns back to back, and even with both of them, they could not kill a single cleric. Always double check your infirmary before you finish one, though, so you know it's going to work, or you know it's not going to work. All right, so that's a material point times 5 daily income, and that's also a level. So Inspiration 1, plus 15 bonus to combat morale per level of this feat. Intimidation 1, minus 15 points to enemy morale per level of this feat. Extensive Infirmary, infirmary size increases by 5% per level of this feat. And Zealous Student, 10% more experience points and an additional feat at level 20. Yeah, I'll take an additional feat at level 20. So this is like Student in Battle Brothers. You take it and you get more experience, but you get it refunded when you max out your level. So you get to take a feat to replace it when you max your level. I mean, inspiration is inspiration, but I don't really care that much about it. What I really want right now is another Master of Maneuver level, or a Spellcraft level. Those would be good. Or Fireball. Fireball would be nice. Okay, we still have 3 movement allowance. But this is a level 7 army. I don't want to fight that right now. No general, though. Okay, hold on. It has a piece of the unholy symbol of Rovagug. And an orc double axe, which I don't care about, but there's no general leading that army. There's no general leading this army either. And it has a herbal ring? Cool. I am interested. We're going to move the party down there, though, and check out this new location. Camellia always so envious of Darren and the parties that he would hold. And high society back in Canabras. Okay. 9 hours to travel that. Man. And we're fatigued again. Lovely. So we're going to be resting before we enter here again. Underground hideout. It would be hard to spot the narrow passage leading underground, even if it wasn't concealed. Before the demon invasion, sorcerers hid here, helping their brethren flee from Sarkoris to more hospitable lands. Their organization fell into obscurity long ago, but someone continues to hide the entrance from curious eyes. Cool. We'll do a quick save, and we'll do another rest. We're going to build up a bunch of corruption here,
wrong.
ladies and gentlemen.
There are treants in the desert, too. Garundis call them tabongos.
You're kidding me. Fine. I lose, which means I drink. Next, I bet that in all of Galarion, a sentient slime has never held any government post.
She held her own parties with whips and chains, yes. Yes, she did. Whips and chains and livers and fava beans and... yummy. Alright, let's check out the underground hideout, shall we? What could possibly go wrong, ladies and gentlemen? What could possibly go wrong?
I'll go ahead.
Well, that doesn't look too nice. Masterwork dagger.
I know the way.
Nothing to investigate there. There's just a dude hanging in a tree with a masterwork dagger.
A
Hit
calculated.
another obstacle.
Follow my lead.
Oh, and there's a dead elk here too. I wonder how it was killed.
You are to be
To accept their
sacrificed.
statement.
Another dead elk.
As
Must
it
be like
should
a
be.
lightning strike or like a wolf attack or something. A gored corpse.
A trivial matter.
The body is covered in terrible wounds. It is clear that they were left not by animals' teeth, but by a skillful torturer's hands. Okay.
That is not far.
Hey, Camellia, you have something you want to tell us? No? Alright, I believe you. Are you the answer, but what is the question? The absence of an answer is an answer too. Of course you are. So the strangers. The strangers tend to be hints that you're on a Nenio quest.
I'll go ahead.
So something like this, you know, we might want to be looking out for one of those items, for example, that we need for Nenio's quest. If we see a stranger on the map.
I know the way.
Can't hide from me.
A trap. Disarm it and we'll peek at
It is
this.
finished.
Magic essence, nice. Anything else in there? Can't go in any further. Although Camellia just jumped up onto the rock. good physics we got there. All right. Into the cave and out of the rain.
We will be victorious.
I was gonna say, before I walked too far forward like an idiot, if you see a lit brazier, a nice fancy lit brazier in a cave, there's something in that cave with you.
This should do it.
Oh, 4 versus 5, we missed the
The
incubus.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
Mind over muscle.
We're still gonna act with him flat-footed though, so this should be pretty damning if we hit.
Let's try this way.
Yeah, 73 damage on that one, including 17 sneak attack damage, 30 from Vital Force, and 31 from Vital Strike. And we still have another enemy. I probably shouldn't be moving Darren up, but if Darren was a cleric, this would be wise because he would have a high will. Like his will save would be really strong because he'd have wisdom. But since he's an oracle now, because we had to rebuild him, yeah, he doesn't exactly have the same will save he used to have. Lan, stay with them. There is another incubus in here, and we saw it. Where are you at, incubus? I moved too far. I actually moved into my full action move, so that wasted that turn. It's unfortunate. There it is. We just needed to trigger it to attack us.
I'll make short work of this.
Camellia. Kill it?
Go for their hearts!
Oh, 22, it's a start.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, so it just went for attacks on me. That's not a big deal. It's not like it's trying to dominate anybody. 61 damage sneak attack, yeah. Okay. Couple Masterwork scimitars. You know what? I'll take the chainmail too. The chain shirts, sorry, not chainmail.
No, what is that?
Follow my lead.
Ooh, that's
A
nice.
trivial matter.
Also for scale, all right, not a huge map.
As it should be.
When you have an underground hideout that is occupied by incubi and succubi, that's an interesting experience you can expect to have. Mage armor potions, some money,
That is not far.
What do we have here?
and a new trap. But before we investigate that trap, let's just take a quick peek over here.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Did I ever say that I hate wisps?
A calculated risk.
Yeah, mystic concealment, no shit. Did I ever say that I hate wisps with a burning passion?
I'll cut you wide open!
Nice hit. Unfortunately, it's going to get to act right away. I need to get to my protection from energy is what I need. Or resist energy, I guess. Natural invisibility. Sweet. Kill it?
You won't survive me.
Nice. Okay, so that's a start. We're not going to use see invisibility here. I'm not going to use haste, I don't think.
The light take you!
Do I feel like I want to use a resist energy? I mean, I've got 9 spells at that level. Let's do it.
Out of my sight!
Watch, he just dies right now.
This should do it.
So fitting.
I'll go ahead.
All right. Well, I've got, what, 10 minutes of resist energy then? Yes. I've got 10 minutes of resist energy.
A trivial matter.
Smile.
If I'm gonna
The
do
world's
that-
not ending just yet.
I might as well bless myself as well. There you go. Everybody have a bless.
I know the way.
Shivial, the pain connoisseur.
Focus on the goal.
You
This
require my
strikes me
unbiased
as the
opinion?
kind of fight where I probably want to mutagen up. That was a dexterity mutagen, thank goodness it was the correct one. And we'll just do a quick haste as well.
I
Camellia
got your back.
probably needs to reapply her enchantment. 4 seconds, yes, Camellia will reapply her enchantment. And
I welcome your company.
we'll do a protection from alignment as well, why not? So chaotic evil outsiders, that's fine. So let's protect from evil.
Time's
Sweet.
not waiting.
Now let's make this happen.
Let's try this way.
Save the last one for me.
So we missed. What did we roll? We rolled a 6 for a 20 total against 23, so I need a 9 for a hit on that. I mean, that's not ridiculous. We can make that happen.
You're irrelevant.
6 versus 9 sucks.
Into the fray!
1 versus 8 sucks. We're missing our entire surprise round here, guys. That's so lovely. Cool. Lan, get in there. And Camellia, get in there. Well, at least the melee people are hitting. So now that we're out of our surprise round, we have multiple attacks.
You should have listened to reason.
Cool, 1 down.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Hitting that first shot would have been nice. And our shots, we only get the 1 shot even though we're hasted.
This will hurt.
6 versus 9. Damn it. Alright, let's engage him. We're gonna get 2 people on him.
I will see to your demise.
Not so nice.
Endure this.
Hit him across the table. Okay, that was just divine power. That's not that bad. I can handle divine power.
The spirits demand your blood!
I'll remove this obstacle.
I mean, the archers are still managing to do damage. They just need to get a lucky hit in.
The light take you!
Remember, like, Zen Archer, you do have the ability to just, like, boost your attack by 20. So that's always potentially
A
useful.
calculated risk.
2 versus 12. We're really rolling very poorly on our archers. I'm actually going to move over here as well. I don't want to be right there. I don't want a Divine Favor. I don't want to channel anything here. I've got all the buffs that I really want at this very second up. So this is just 2 attacks.
Precision and grace.
Go for luck. Land gets 3.
Make every strike count.
Nice. Oh, beautiful. And then land missing, of course, does AoE damage. So this is Vine Trap. Lort succeeded the saving throw, so...
You are today's sacrifice!
I actually want to keep you guys together. I want you doing full attacks.
Mind over muscle!
Right now, I think I favor doing more damage than trying to separate my people. Okay. That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that terrible. Also, Dex and Strength and some Chainmail. So Dex and Strength is appealing because that's good for my archers. My archers want to have more strength so that they can do some damage. They all use composite bows. I already have a Dex bow or a Dex belt myself. I mean, I can wear this. If I get 4 Dex, I'd rather use that. And we'll give this to Nenio, I guess. And Chainmail of Camaraderie. Medium armor, 9. 4 max dexterity. Mithril. Enhancement +3. Whenever the wearer of this +3 Mithril Chainmail flanks an enemy, the wearer gets a +2 bonus to damage against flanked creature. If you have a outflank feature, the damage bonus increases to +4. This would have been pretty nice for Darren had he been his old class still. On the other hand, that's an 8 armor breastplate with 3 max dexterity. And this is a 9 armor chainmail, also medium, with 4 max dexterity. So, and it's mithril, so it's even lighter than the breastplate is. I mean, it's straight up just better for our situation currently, so we'll wear it. And a resistance +2. I don't need that stealth check anymore. I will take this for myself. Camellia is wearing a +3, right? No. Cloak of Cleansing. He's wearing my other +2. Okay, cool. I don't have a +3 yet. Did I look at this? Nice. Cool. Okay. More reasons that we want to meet the storyteller. Again. That's shit. A jade pin. Nice. They're worth a good amount. And some gold.
Follow my lead.
So this has been a worthwhile location to come to. Lore Nature.
I found something.
A corpse bearing the mark of hideous torture. Ah, there we go. What's our perception check get us? A Righteous Crusader's Ring. If the wearer of this ring has Smite Evil class ability, this ring grants them 1 additional use of it per day after resting. Well, I don't have a Paladin anymore, and I don't have anybody who has Smite Evil at the moment, so we don't have anybody who can use this. But I do have the ability to sell it if I feel like it, so maybe we'll do that. Rings aren't the heaviest thing to have to carry around with me for a while.
As it should be.
Yeah, pretty decent loot in this place. And that's basically it, yes? Underground
That is
hideout
not
clear.
far.
But, I point out, the Nenio thing was on this map. So always be aware of stuff like that. All right, what's my next objective going to be? Let's get to the world map and find out, shall we? I don't think we're going to get to Dresden tonight. Despite the fact that it's the weekend, like, all week long I have been getting up for work at, 5-something in the morning and have been going to bed after stream at night. So I can run later, but the later I run, the more and more tired I get right now. Tomorrow, like, if it was the weekend, if it was Saturday and I had some good rest, I could probably go a lot later. But I don't think we're going to be pushing all the way to Dresden tonight. And in fact, now that I look at the time, it's 2:30. This is probably a good time to wrap up for the evening. Objective tomorrow is going to be to clear out this area here and then fight our way with the army towards the fortresses that are protecting Dresden here, and then right in front of Dresden we get to fight a nice battle as well. And then we'll do the Dresden assault, I think. I think we can cover all of that tomorrow without too much difficulty. I might even think about maybe challenging this army down in the south. I might consider trying to challenge this army down in the south as well, yeah. Depends. What's our morale at? -9, so we're almost neutral on morale again. And I'm sure we'll get another reinforcement wave before we have to do all that. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm going to call it quits for tonight while I'm tired and unable to engage with things as much, and it's sort of unclear thought patterns and all that kind of thing. And I'll come back at it with a fresh mind tomorrow, where we'll tackle stuff over here. We'll pass some time, we'll have our army fight some things, and we'll hopefully get another reinforcement wave before we go and take on Dresden itself. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Liz. This has been Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I hope to see you again next time, and thank you. Bye-bye.